What's the word, man? We're gonna have a continuation of a conversation that I had going last night. But when I started the conversation, people was not on the chat. Y'all wasn't on live with me when I was talking about it initially. So we're gonna have to redo that conversation over again. We're gonna have to redo it. We're gonna have to do it over. And I was supposed to go on many hours ago, but um something came up, man. So what's going on? Y'all hit the like button for me as you come on in. Hit the like button for me as y'all come on in. I definitely appreciate it if y'all do. What's up, y'all? What's going on, man? Y'all talk to me in the chat too. Talk to me, I talk back. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? Um, Hold on, my bad. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody feeling well. I hope everybody doing all right. But we can do some talking now, man. Talking about some topic that I find to be very interesting. That's if y'all up for the conversation. I know y'all still awake because it's only what time is it? 7:25. So I know y'all woke. It's just if y'all want to talk to me or not. That's all it depends on. Mars, what's the word, boss? How you feeling, man? I'm all good, man. I can't complain too much, man. I can't complain. Um, I just found out how to do something I've been trying to do. So glad about that. Something to be more interactive with y'all. So I'm glad about that, man. How y'all feeling though, man? Y'all hit the like button for me as y'all come in. I deeply appreciate it if y'all do that. But what's up, man? What's up, y'all? I'm trying to see how many y'all can get on here. Last night I was on for about a good 20 minutes. I only got like 8 people on. So I had to hop off because I'm like, man, I don't want to be talking and ain't nobody on here with me, really. So I hopped off. This was like, I shouldn't even say last night. It was early in the morning. It was probably like 1, 2 in the morning. I got on live stream. So I just wanted to take a shot in the dark and see what was gonna come out. You know, because sometimes I be on at 12 midnight and people be all on there. So it didn't work like that for me this time, last time, but let me see. Um, Basically, I said Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock is one of the greatest sports or entertainment rivalries ever created. It's one of the greatest sports rivalries ever. Yeah, topic wrestling. And the reason why it is because, so, all right, I be playing like the wrestling WWE game for sure. And like, I always take myself back to even when I'm playing it, matching up The Rock and Stone Cold. And even when I'm watching wrestling stuff on YouTube, I always try to look at their highlights, their clips, their matches. You know what I mean? And like, I'm thinking like during that time period, like that was such a monumental rivalry. That like Stone Cold and The Rock was like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. For real. That's really what it is. Hold on, 17. Is that when that's when The Rock and Stone Cold went at it and Rock won that one? No, wait. I'm trying to think what WrestleMania was that. When The Rock was Hollywood Rock. Oh, it was 17, the one where Rock went at it with Hulk Hogan. I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember. But yeah, 2003. All right, okay, so that's Stone Cold and Hollywood Rock, because 2002 was Rock and Hogan. Okay, Yeah. So yeah, man, like The Rock and Stone Cold was really like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What it did for wrestling, I think it did. I think Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock really, I believe, helped to eliminate WCW. I'm not gonna lie. I believe their star power got WCW up out of here. I'm just being honest, man. And WCW did some wrong things on their part too. They did some stuff wrong on their end. But I think the mega stars of the mega star power of The Rock and Stone Cold, it just helped to seal the deal. Because The Rock, in particular, The Rock, he had crossover appeal in a way that I don't think any other wrestler has ever had in their life. Not I don't think, I know. I know. Like they wanted Rock on daytime television. They wanted The Rock on daytime television, primetime TV. They wanted him in movies. They wanted him on shows talking to women. Like women took a keen interest in him. Like it was like to a point he was on. They wanted him on the covers of magazines. They wanted him in Ebony and Jet magazine. They wanted him in the black magazines. All of that. They wanted him everywhere, and his star power was so immense. And then Stone Cold was a superstar. Again, they were complete opposites. WrestleMania 15, Rock versus Austin 99. WrestleMania 17, Austin versus Austin 2001. Okay, got you. Right. And Stone Cold won the first two WrestleMania matchups for sure. But yeah, Stone Cold was, him and The Rock they were polar opposites as far as a lot of different things. But they were similar in their drive for being a top guy. And that's what made it even more captivating. Me as a young kid, I had no concept of biracial people. All I knew, I saw a dude with a skin tone like mine, right? Talking trash, talking crazy, talking brash, wearing chains around his neck with Versace shirts. I seen a dude, white dude, Stone Cold, bald head, acting like what they call a redneck, drinking beer, and had this I don't give a you know what attitude. I'll whoop everybody. You see him giving his own boss the middle finger and the Stone Cold Stunner. They both represented rebels in their own way. And people love the story of the rebel. And people get captivated in it. And you're right. When after The Rock did Scorpion King, it was over with. I remember Jim Ross saying when he saw The Rock, when they saw Scorpion King, they knew, oh man, it's about over with. Are you good, Mars? You all good. They said when they saw Scorpion King, The Rock do Scorpion King, they knew his time in WWF or WWE was going to be coming to an end soon. He was too much of a star. The world wanted him in all different type of places, but that star power is what made that rivalry so good. Like, grown men wanted to watch The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. They had that type of magnetic aura around them, and they were guys, again, who represented anti-establishment, but in their own way. Yeah, Triple H, a lot of them was hating on The Rock. A lot of them were. Triple H in particular, though. Triple H and the whole Shawn Michaels, all them boys, a lot of them dudes was hating. A lot of them dudes in the clique, they was already hating on them. You know what I'm saying? They was hating on them a lot. And I think it's because they knew what they were probably going to be up against. The moment The Rock was able to develop his own character, his own personality, and really like use catchphrases and show his microphone skills, solidified. He was going to be the dude to compete with Stone Cold. And then Vince knew he could sell it well. I don't care what nobody say, oh, it's race. Vince knew he could sell the white bald head guy representing the redneck, I don't give a F, beer drinking crowd versus, which I didn't even know The Rock was half black. I just thought he was black. I didn't have an idea of, biracial. I didn't have a concept of that as a kid. But he could sell a dude who he knew was half black, half Samoan, and market that. Rock came out, he had a certain bravado that you could see from black dudes with the chains on his neck, talking crazy, the Versace shirts, the shades on. He was a different type of fly. He wasn't a beer drinking, beer guzzling redneck type of dude. He was the flashy, flamboyant, half black, half Samoan dude who had a certain style and a certain steez on him that could sell to the public. And yeah, and it made for great television. Great television. Whenever Stone Cold, first of all, when that glass shattered, you know it's going up. Same thing when the Rock theme music hit that day, the cameras would pan the entire arena. Nobody else had. I don't remember. The Stone Cold had a joint where he could pan too, but like people didn't have that camera panning the whole arena. When the Rock came out, the camera would pan the whole arena to see people standing up and jumping up. You know what I mean? And they knew they had a great product, and I believe the Stone Cold and the Rock rivalry took WCW out because Vince was having the Rock and Stone Cold fight each other on regular Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, Thursday Night SmackDown. He was having them in tag team matches together. We couldn't, the general public, the Stone Cold fans and the Rock fans, we couldn't wait to see our favorites team up with each other. You know what I mean? And then even when they teamed up, there was always this contention. Like it was always this, we working together, but I don't really like your ass. It was that type of like thing. It was magic. And I'm going to say this, man, Vince might be a creepy dude, a nasty freak creep, but he sold it well. You said the Larry Bird Magic Johnson comparison with Larry. Yeah, man. If they were Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. For real. And I believe wrestling became more box office than it ever had been. Now, Hulk Hogan was the predecessor. Hogan he took it to a different level for years. Hulk Hogan took it to a whole different level. But The Rock and them catapulted that. The Attitude Era hit different. Like you said, on a Monday night, fam, you can see The Rock, Stone Cold, and Triple H in a triple threat match. On a Monday night. That is crazy just to think about. We was getting these matches, brother, on Sunday Night Heat. The Rock would be wrestling on Sunday Night Heat. Stone Cold would wrestle on Sunday Night Heat. That was an hour-long program, and you still would see The Rock come out and have a match every now and then. Every now and then, they have a The Rock versus a Mick Carter or something like that, right? So, yeah, but Hogan laid the foundation, you know what I'm saying, with his N-word saying self, you know what I mean? But yeah, it for real, it was I watch. Do y'all remember when The Rock and Stone Cold, it was a promo for WrestleMania, I believe. And JR and first of all, I remember the interview. Jim Ross did a backstage interview. Stone Cold on the left side of him, Rock on the right side. And he's talking to them about like this is like a boxing press conference almost, except in a locker room. And the way that they were going back and forth with each other, the way they were just going, like saying certain lines, but that wasn't scripted. You can tell like there was certain stuff they really was saying to each other, like fighting for the top spot. And you felt it even in that's why wrestling felt so real, because of the competitive nature in those two individuals fighting for the top spot, and not even just in them. Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, all of the other guys as well. But I mean, they spearheaded that. They were the pinnacle of it. And when you see the way they was going back and forth, you like, oh no, this feel for real. Even now as a grown man, knowing wrestling is scripted, I was like, yo, this feel real. You said, I remember 2001 when SmackDown Just Bring It came out for, right. The teacher even let us play it in the zoo. Bro, I had SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I think Shut Your Mouth came out in like 02, 03. Right, the Limp Bizkit promo, My Way or the Highway, I think it's called. That was the My Way or the Highway joint, bro. Yes. And that promo, when you see Stone Cold and The Rock and that was crazy. You kept seeing all the Stone Cold stunners, the Rock bottoms, all of that. Again, they really lived in that character, so much so that it landed them TV roles. Yeah, the apparel they were selling. All of that. So, okay, you asked me who my favorite wrestler was. The Rock was my favorite wrestler, Mars. And the main reason was, one, I stopped to look at him. Representation matters. As a young black kid, you wanted to see somebody like you. I didn't even know The Rock was biracial. I just seen a dude with my skin tone, like, oh man, that's the brother man on here. But it wasn't just that he was black. It was that he had that bravado on him. Like he was talking crazy to folks. He had the shades on, the chains on his neck. You know, shoot. We know black folks love our jewelry. We flashy with it. What's happening? Not all of us, but you know, he had the Versace shirts. He was talking crazy. He wasn't scared to fight nobody. So it was like I gravitated to that aura. I loved a lot of different wrestlers, but my favorite was The Rock. But I loved a lot of different ones, right? Yeah, even in the Hollywood Rock gimmick, he would like, bro, The Rock, the way he could talk on a microphone, the way he would deliver stuff to the crowd, the way he could get the crowd engagement. Fam, for you to say in your promo, the millions and the crowd goes when you can get the crowd to say your stuff. And it was never like he never thought, oh, the crowd is not going to say it this time. Maybe they're not going to say it. Bro, it didn't matter if he was a heel. They still said his promo. They still loved him. Even when he was a heel, a bad guy. He could say all this stuff and people would still repeat his catchphrases. And that's why I'm like, nah, man, dude he had it all down. He was a complete package. You know what I'm saying? Again, and then when I'm looking at him and Stone Cold, he's Hollywood Rock. Hollywood Rock was great because he was doing them dang on concerts, talking about Toronto and talking about Sacramento. That was fun. But then, even like I said, Stone Cold Steve Austin represented a lot of them redneck beer drinking crowd. But even just outside of the redneck beer drinking crowd, people who were anti-establishment. Stone Cold was always anti-establishment unless he was a heel. He was establishment when he was with the heels. You know, everybody who was a heel, they was always with the establishment. But yeah, you see a dude willing to give his boss, the Stone Cold Stunner, beat on his boss. In real life, it's people that want to do that type of stuff. It's people that really want to hit their boss upside the head. It's people that want to hit their boss in the head with a chair. And Austin was doing that. He was a great anti-hero. He was a great anti-hero. When the glass shattered, you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know if he was going to come to the ring and help somebody, or if he was going to get both, or if he was going to give both of the people in the ring the stunner. After he helped the dude, he get that other person a stunner. I remember this one time. What the hell? What was going on? There was a brawl going on in the ring, and Stone Cold came to the ring and gave like 15 people Stone Cold stunners. And wrestling was so gold, I never once thought, damn, this got to be fake. Because how is he getting this stunner off on everybody? They were just delivering it so well, I was all in on it. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I give Booker T his props as well. Booker should have had a better career he had a great career, but he should have had more high moments. He should have been champion, not under the King Booker Act. He should have been champion as regular Booker T. But we know what that was. We know what that was about, for real. We know what that was about. You know what I'm saying? We know what that was about with Booker not getting his shot for real. But anyway, he should have got Booker was an excellent wrestler. Hard-working dude. You know what I'm saying? Always was a team player. Because you remember when WCW wrestlers started coming to WWF, they was getting buried. All of them was getting beat. All of them was losing their belts as soon as they came over. You know what I'm saying? And Booker was a part of that. But Vince knew to match up The Rock versus Booker T. The black dude gets the black dude. He knew that would sell. And Booker was a top name in WCW. The Rock a top name in WWF. He had them go at it. And of course, The Rock came on top. You know? Yeah, we say, bro, WWF, WWE 98 and 2003 was literally man's days of our life. We wasn't. Yeah. It was really, like I said, that's why when people ask, why did you watch wrestling? Why did you watch wrestling? It's because it's like a soap opera. We got into I was a kid, but I felt it. Even now when I watch it, those storylines hit hard. Now, John, I'm going to be for real with you. I really didn't even watch WCW like that. That's because I was just all on to, again, as a kid, right? When you find something good, I stumbled into WWF in 98 as a young boy. So I like watching, you just like watching your guys, right? But I knew they had them dudes over there. But what you said from 96 to 2000, John, you say WCW ran, and I remember reading that. But I believe I believe the Rock and Stone Cold helped to take them out of there. I do. Especially in 99, Stone Cold got that neck injury. And The Rock was there by himself. And he carried WWF. He carried them when Stone Cold was out. And Austin know that too. You know what I mean? He know it. You feel me? But I think that when that time we saw The Rock be the guy, the top guy, it was over with. They couldn't compete with that, man. Because dude was willing to go in there and he was going against everybody, and then making it a show. And then what people buy that and eat that up? Like you said, Rock SmackDown was named after him. You feel me? Like anytime you make an elbow drop your finisher and people eat that up, that's a whole different. You like Joe? That's you got a different type of glow on you, a different aura on you. So yeah, man. But I'm gonna say this because I remember you say you love ECW. I never watched ECW either, bro. That's crazy. But then, like you said, I gotta give credit to Vince. Vince knew how to make that stuff, how to switch that stuff up and make them stories entertaining. When they brought Jericho over, when Jericho came over, Jericho immediately went after The Rock, I believe. Right? He came over. You saw again Kane having a brother, Undertaker. Whoever they thought of that was fire. Fire. Right? Then you had certain guys, you had D-Generation X. The Rock getting into a D-Generation X. You know what I'm saying? The Rock teaming up with Mankind, Mick Foley. You know what I mean? Like it was a different type of what you call it? When WCW, WF was on at that same time, I flipped back and forth. I didn't even really know where to find WCW because I was just so centered on WWF. But when I go back and look, and I'm like, wow, these dudes had top talent, like, and to the point where Vince did them dirty. Vince was doing it. When they came over to wrestling, that's why Sting and them ain't come over to WWF because they knew Vince was going to make them lose. Sting was going to be up in there wrestling Undertaker or Kane and lose immediately. Like, they like, all right, WCW dudes, y'all come over here, y'all finna get whooped on by the WWF talent, no matter what. But I actually enjoyed the invasion angle. I enjoyed that angle a lot. A lot of people have a problem with it, probably because they were more invested in the WCW characters than I was. But I really enjoyed the invasion angle a lot. Yeah, I heard that about Patrice O'Neal. I heard that. I remember I just saw a clip of him talking about when he met The Rock. And he was like, man, The Rock, if I look like you, I'd be a like The Rock. He told The Rock, if I look like you, well, I would not be a nice person. I'd be talking crazy. I would not be a good person. Yeah, I know The Rock and Zero, what's going on with you, dog? Yeah, The Rock and Shawn Michaels never wrestled. Really, Rock had problems with Shawn. Shawn, I believe, said some stuff to his grandmother or something like that when his grandmother was a wrestling promoter and all that. That's what I heard. Now, they denied, I don't know if The Rock denied it or not, but he heard that Shawn said some stuff to his grandmother, who's a wrestling promoter, and then they kind of, when they never, because of that, The Rock ain't want to work with him for real like that. Even though he's in a segment with The Rock when The Rock is imitating catchphrases, like, to beat the man, you gotta, he was imitating all of them. The Rock is the best ever there ever was. Y'all know how Bret Hitman Hart used to be talking. The Rock was imitating all of them doing all that. I think he was talking to Triple H when he was still doing that. Yeah, D-Generation X had all the boys doing the suck it in elementary school. For sure. A lot of people got suspended for doing that. I wish Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Triple H part of the invasion angle. Wonder how they would have played that. Yeah, man. A lot of times I forget Triple H had nothing to do with that angle. He was gone. I actually forgot a lot of I forgot them guys out of the invasion angle till you just said that. When you heard Don shouting out Shawn Michaels, yeah, man. Sweet Chin music. First of all, Shawn Michaels got my favorite theme song of all time. I love that theme. I love Shawn Michaels' theme. That joint hard. I don't care. Shawn Michaels had a tendency to bring in racial slurs. Yeah, WWF with that racial stuff because Vince said the N-word. We know Hulk Hogan loves saying and calling black folks the N-word. He love that. Hulk Hogan love that hard ER. He love that N-word. To the core of his soul, he love it. You can't tell me he don't, because he was saying it on that phone when he found out his daughter Brooke Hogan was dating a black man, and he was saying that N-word every which way that you had never heard it before. I said, oh no, we're going to have to bust Hulk Hogan in the head when we see him. He going to have to bust Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, Booker T definitely. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk, we coming for you. Booker T, yeah, Booker T. Don't call him the N-word though. We coming to whoop on Hulk Hogan. Bust Hulk Hogan in the head. Hulk Hogan found out Brooke liked them black boys. What? He said, oh no. He said she can see if she was dating a big 6'9", 6'10" N-word, but a regular N-word? Hell no, not a regular N-word. We would like you to date a big 6 foot. He said, I can see if she was dating a big 7 foot, 6'10", 6'11" N-word. I said, wow, look at Hulk Hogan thinking about black people. If you wanted them supernatural N-words, you can date his daughter. Big supernatural, big John Coffey N-word. They can dunk a basketball like Shaquille O'Neal, and then you can date Brooke Hogan. But if you ain't like that, no, you can't. Did y'all know Goldberg had a bad history with wrestlers? Yeah, I heard that. I heard he used to kind of get people hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? JT Money, I actually loved the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick John Cena had. I loved it. I loved it. I don't know. It felt, honestly, I like that gimmick better than the one the Time Is Up one. I don't know, man. He was coming out freestyling. I actually downloaded the Dr. Thugonomics version of John Cena on the wrestling game I got. Randy Orton. Yeah, Legend Killer Randy Orton. Man, I remember Randy early days in Evolution. Early days, Randy was coming around, and Randy was coming up when he was the Intercontinental Champion. When he was, the Intercontinental belt was the intermediate belt. That's the belt you got to get first before you become WWF Champion, WWE Champion. You got to get the Intercontinental belt first. And then so they can see how the crowd react to you being Intercontinental Champion. And then you get the WWF belt. John Cena got the United States Championship first. And then he said if you go back and watch the Dr. Thugonomics Cena, you will cringe. You think so? I ain't watched it in a while. I used to like it though as a kid. I like that, man. Rob Van Dam was my guy, John. Rob Van Dam, that Rolling Thunder movie used to do? What? Rob used to be doing everything all through the rain, man. I really like Ron. Cena was emulating Marky Mark. He definitely was. Definitely was emulating Marky Mark. Definitely in Mark Wahlberg, 100%. And they both was from Massachusetts. Marky Mark from Boston, but what did he say, from West Newbury, Massachusetts? I think that's what Cena was from. West Newbury, something like that. Rock and Sock Connection, yeah, man. Listen, The Rock wrestling had us really looking at a dude bring a sock out of his groin area and put it in somebody's mouth, and we was buying that. That's how great wrestling was, though. But I got to give credit to Mick Foley. Mick Foley would do some of the craziest stuff. Mick would jump off the top of a 30-foot damn cage or something. 20-foot cage. He would get hit in the head a whole bunch of times. He had thumbtacks all in his arm and his back and all that crazy stuff. I'm like, yeah, Mick would put his body on the line for wrestling. I ain't doing all that, though. I'm not jumping off no 30-foot. You out your mind. Mick didn't give a damn. Mick was doing everything. But after going and watching it, it was corny as a kid. I loved it. So when did you go and watch it, Zero? Mick was very entertaining. He was. Mick was doing everything for them. Like, a lot of times I felt bad for Mick, because sometimes I feel like Mick was the crash dummy for a lot of crazy stuff. Like, they would just be wanting to throw Mick around. I'm looking like, are you going to take that same type of bump that Mick taking? Are you willing to take that same type of bump that Mick is taking for real? Because, man, that is crazy. But I always entertaining the crowd. Always, again, fun to watch. Yeah, Randy Orton has some great promos for sure. I ain't never been to a live wrestling match ever. Never been. I wish I would have. Um, yeah, fans should definitely appreciate Mick Foley more for sure. Biography, TY, our YouTube channel got good docs on wrestling. Stone Cold's is dope. I gotta check out Stone Cold joint. Yup. Shane, listen, I look, the whole the whole entire McMahon family. You can say what you want about Vince, and I got, that weird, he was on some weirdo stuff for sure. 100%. Even the storylines he was trying to come out with was weird and crazy. But I would give it to that family. They were willing to take bumps, all of them. Shane was willing to take crazy, like, he was willing to do crazy stuff. Stephanie was willing to take Stone Cold stunners, get rock bottom through tables, get 3D through table. They were willing to do a lot of stuff. Linda was willing to get a Stone Cold stunners before. Like, all of them were willing to go out and, for the sake of their business, for the sake of keeping Vince's business at the top, they were willing to do a lot of crazy stuff. Vince was willing to humiliate himself time and time again at certain points in order to make sure WWF stayed entertaining. Oh yeah, when Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie, that's when Stone Cold came to the arena and untied her off the little the Undertaker little emblem they had. First of all, I used to be scared of the Undertaker now. I used to be scared of him, dog. Man rolling his eyes to the back of his head, doing all. I'm like, hey, now. Hey, what the hell is this now? I don't play about this demonic stuff. What's going on up in here? What's going on up in here? Kane too. What y'all got going? And the fans would be talking crazy to them as they was coming down the ramp. I'm not saying a damn thing to Undertaker and them while they coming down the ramp. When I was, especially as a kid, saying crazy stuff. I really thought Undertaker came from the dead. That's how well wrestling had us hooked. I really thought Kane and Undertaker was brothers. I thought if The Rock saw Stone Cold in the grocery store, they might start fighting each other. I thought if The Rock and Triple H saw each other outside in a parking lot, they was gonna fight. But they kept kayfabe alive a lot, man. They kept kayfabe alive, and they did it well. Undertaker to LeBron of wrestling with his longevity. That's a fact. Undertaker was really out here wrestling for 27 years. 25, 27 years. And kept going. For real. You just knew, like, all right, when they see each other outside, it's finna go down. You just know it's finna go down. That's what you thought. Like, and because they stayed true to it. I gotta give Undertaker all the credit. He stayed true to that character for all that long time. He never did interviews. And when he did interviews, he stayed in character, right? Whenever the small times he did interviews, he said he was committed to wearing all black in public all the time, right? You didn't see him wearing bright colors and seeing him out. Like, he would always wear all black to stay within that character. And it's hard to stay committed to that character that long. Like, I would have been tired of doing that. But he waited until he was done wrestling to even start doing podcasts and stuff like that. But I really think the climate of wrestling today allowed him to do the podcast stuff too, because now it's much more known that wrestling is predetermined now than it once was. Bro, I didn't know wrestling was predetermined until I was probably like about 10. And even when I thought it could be, I didn't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the NWO had The Rock in the back of an ambulance, right? And they ran the truck in the ambulance. Ran a truck. Like a semi-truck. They ran into the back of the ambulance with The Rock in it. Bro, I almost cried, fam. I almost cried, dog. Like, what? You think YouTube blocking your comments? I don't know why they doing that. YouTube be doing that, though. Zero, what age did you go see wrestling in person? Bro, I almost cried. I'm like, they finna kill her. I was about 10 or 11. Like, they finna kill The Rock. What they finna do? They about to get him up out of here, man. Listen, it really was like, but again, that's just how well they had us on the hook. Anytime Scotty 2 Hotty would do that long, first of all, the worm probably got to be the most ineffective finisher ever. most ineffective ever. But the crowd would stand up and WORM, right? Waiting for him to do. He got the longest finishing move in the world. Bro, everybody getting up and moving by the time that's over. By the time he finished all of that. Right? But we were enamored with that. It was still fire. I was picking Scotty Too Hottie on a video game just so he could do the worm. Just so he could do the worm. I did not care. I didn't care. I just was watching it just to see it go down because it was just so entertaining. But that's what I'm saying. Even the mid-carders back then were entertaining. You had the Hardys. You had the Dudley Boys. That was the tag teams. Edge and Christian. You would have, what was it, the Radicals? Was the Radicals, that was Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit and them, right? Dean Malenko on them. Was that the Radicals? Right? But then you had Perry Saturn, Teston Albert. You had Val Venus, kissing the girls all out in the towel, right? You had Too Cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It just was it was just a different time, man. It was a different time. Rocketeer. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. Yeah, man. Come on, In Person was out of mom's pay range. Yeah, man, that was out of my people pay range too for the most part. But I remember one year my mom bought me a subscription to WWF the magazine for a whole year. And that made me so happy because I was able to get the posters that came in the magazine, right? So I had posters of The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I had Undertaker and Kane and stuff on my wall. And they had all these cool posters, man. Nation of Domination. Boy, what? They should, man, I don't care, man. They should have did a reunion for that. Like with The Rock coming back to the nation. They should have did that over with, man. They should have had, because look, y'all seen Godfather? The Godfather is in excellent shape still to this day. First of all, Ron Simmons was the man. Farouk Ron Simmons. I don't even know if y'all know that. Y'all know Ron Simmons in the College Football Hall of Fame, right? With the Florida State Seminoles. Like, Ron Simmons a dude. Dude. One of the greatest college football players ever. Ron Simmons, right? So you had Kamal Mustafa. That was Kamal Mustafa is Godfather, right? Ron Simmons, Farouk. You had D'Lo Brown, and then The Rock, Mark Henry. That was a cold faction, man. First of all, the dang on theme song, "We Are the Nation," that joint come out, and then The Rock theme song would implement parts of the nation stuff into his theme song, which was fire. Your Godfather came out with the heifers, man. He came out with D'Lo Brown. I remember D'Lo Brown. Yeah, man. Like what? And you had D'Lo was always getting that European title, the European title. The Rock theme with the nation was cold. Listen, my favorite Rock theme was "Do You Smell What the Rock Is Cooking?" The way he started off. And then it was like with a mix of the nation theme in there. That one was fire. That one was fire, man. And then that's when Rock he was really getting that cocky bravado on him. Sabu, yeah, man. They had The Rock said that one was fire. It was. Vince had to break the group up because all the members looked too scary. Nobody would believe if they got beaten. Is that really why he broke the group up? But I'm gonna say this though. I didn't like when The Rock became the leader. He tried to make it something else. He tried to make it not about like race and stuff, and I ain't like that. But, I feel like The Rock's real personality came. Like, no, Rock. He started letting Owen Hart and them get up in there. No, Rock, don't turn it into nothing to play with. The nation ain't nothing to play with, man. We busting heads over here, man. Put the kufi on your head. Come out here busting heads. Don't be Owen Hart and them getting up in there. No, man, dudes coming in the nation playing and joking. Hey, no, man, we coming out here on business. You feel me? Nah, he was Owen Hart was. Now I fool with the Hart family. I fool with the Bret Hart is the dude, man. I don't know the Hitman was the guy, Joe. Bret Hart, one of the best technical wrestlers I've ever seen. Him, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Shelton Benjamin is an excellent technical wrestler too. I'm missing a lot of names. The Hearts love black people, they do. Got me into like the WS got me into like some rock music. Not all though, because some of the other stuff be crazy. Yeah. Bret Hart love black women. Bret Hart love black women to a T, to a high degree. He married to a black woman. But Bret Hart a real one. He's a real dude though. Because he spoke about Bret Hart used to speak about the people like the Click and them trying to bully The Rock in his early time. Yup, the best damn technical. Yeah, Benoit was he was a technician, boy. So Shelton Benjamin, man. So Shelton, man, they try to act like Shelton didn't have a lot of charisma. But bro, there's a lot of dudes that ain't got the opportunity that did not have the best charisma. And they had a lot of opportunity. They still did not have them, but they weren't the most charismatic person in the world. You know what I'm saying? You said that's why you didn't mind Owen in the Nation, because he was right. The Usos, 9-0. If you want to talk about it now, the Usos be kind of more into black culture than they cousin The Rock now. If you want to talk about it, them Samoans, and the Usos. Yeah, man, they all into black culture. For real. But I also think too, Shelton is great. For real. They do the Uso be acting black. They do. More than Samoa. And they got the Samoan tattoos on them and all that type of stuff. But the Usos, listen, Usos look like they be riding around listening to Jadakiss. For real. I thought wrestling made everybody think Yokozuna was Japanese. They did. And that's Rikishi and them cousin. That's Rikishi and them cousin. Rodney. Roman got a black wife too. See, yeah. Jimmy and Jay also sound black. I think they do. They do, man. Them young Samoans, they don't be can. Look, they want Keisha and them, man. The young Samoan be wanting a wife named Keisha. They ain't, hey. You know. Undertaker said Yoko was a gangster. Nah, for real. Hey, the Uso and them be wanting to eat some dang on macaroni and cheese, some greens, some dang on cabbage now. They ain't fried. Man, but yeah, though, like, yeah, wrestling was super fun for me, man. Bam Bam Bigelow from Asbury Park. Was he Asbury Park, New Jersey? Bam Bam was from there? Yeah. Bam Bam Bigelow. You had Usos got swagger for sure. Then you had I'm trying to think of some other dudes that wrestling was full of characters, man. Solo. Right. And you right, Zero. The Uso, they wife don't be light skinned. They don't be getting racially ambiguous black women. They don't get them. They don't get the black women that also look like they could be on some other side. They don't get racially ambiguous black women. They get dark black women. They be dating. Ahmed Johnson was going to be the black Hulk Hogan, but he's too injury prone. A lot of wrestlers didn't want to work with. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know if it was his attitude or something. I remember I heard Farouk or Ron Simmons, Farouk, aka Ron Simmons, getting into it with Ahmed Johnson. Yeah, but I mean, he had the look for sure. Then what else? No one liked Ahmed. Yeah, he got into it a lot of people. But yeah, I remember like the black wrestlers, like I remember Mark Henry talking about how the Click and them was trying to bully people. The Click trying to bully The Rock. You know, all them dudes and all that in the early stages of their career and stuff. They said D-Lo beat up Ahmed. First of all, let me tell y'all something. No disrespect. Black people are not monolithic. Have y'all ever heard D-Lo Brown talk before? And they tried to market him from Chicago, Illinois. Let me tell you something. No. D-Lo talks completely different from his regular in-ring character. D-Lo from like Maine or something like that. But I remember I really thought he was from Chicago. He not from Chicago. You know, they were just giving people like places to be from. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zero. What's her name? Nia Jax, whatever her name. Oh, man, I just seen her today. Hey, listen now, Zero. Nia Jax give my number now. I'm trying to see what it is. I'm trying to see what's to her. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I saw the messages Vince sent that girl. Vince was wild. Mark told Shawn Michaels he would kill. Now I remember he told that. He did tell Shawn Michaels. No, but you know they had D-Lo Brown Bill from Chicago. Hold on, John. What you say? What else what you think? What did I say that you agree with? What did I say that you agree with, John? Zero, I'm giving her my number right now. I don't care if she slipped down or not. I'm giving her the number. And I'm telling her, I'm calling her as soon as she leave. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care if she slimmed down or not. I'm going at her. I don't care. Call me tonight. What's to her? I'm trying to see what's to you, baby girl. Listen, you know, I never noticed it. Today I was looking at wrestling clips. I'm like, damn, who is this? I'm like, damn, who is that? I'm looking at her like, man, she a cutie. Who is that girl? I'm watching wrestling like, you know. But anyway. Man, no, man, I heard D-Lo talking in his regular everyday life. I'm like, time out. There is no way he's from Chicago, Illinois. There is no way. Jade cold in the mug. I seen Jade. Yeah, and Bianca. Yeah. The little black girls up in here, man. Black girls on that wrestling looking good now. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Do you know I used to like Trish Stratus too? Don't tell Dr. Umar, because Dr. Umar gonna get mad at me. I was looking at Trish Stratus like that. Hey, you know, Trish Stratus and Sable and them was looking like, hey. Man, listen, I was looking at Trish Stratus and Sable and them. Hold on now. D-Lo from New Jersey. Man, I heard D-Lo talking. Because I told y'all in Chicago, most black people grow up with black people. So we got a certain way we talk. And I'm looking like, man, D-Lo can't be from no Chicago talking like this. He can't be. If he was, he had to been living somewhere outskirts of the city. Because I was like, that ain't had no Chicago black dude talk. Not saying we all sound one way, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Stacy Keibler was running around here with George Clooney. She was running around here with George Clooney at that time. Tori Wilson. I heard Lex Luger from Chicago too. I don't know. Is he? I don't know. Who Tiffany, bro? Who is Tiffany? I don't know who Tiffany. I don't know who that is. This some new wrestling girl. The only reason I know who Nia and them is because I just be seeing them around. Tiffany Stratton. Okay, I gotta look who that up. I don't know who that is. Tiffany Stratton. Oh, that's Nia's sidekick. Okay, I ain't saying. Okay, I ain't know. I just seen the girl Nia today for the first. I mean, I seen her on a wrestling game, but I saw him like actually looked at her today. She bad. Let me look at her. Let me see. Let me look at old girl. Look at y'all got me on here looking at y'all got me on here looking at these women. Hold on, let me see. Oh man. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see. Hold on now. Am I tripping? Or is it back there? Is it back there? what Kevin Gates be saying is back there. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It's back there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on now. Hey, man. Let me see. Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, she nice. Now, y'all got me looking at this white woman like this. Y'all got me. She cold, though. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton, she cold now. I ain't never seen her. She cold now. She cold. But nah, that Nia John. I say, man, I looked at her. I looked at Nia John. I say, hold on now. Hold on. Let me go to the let me go. When they come to Chicago, let me go to the wrestling event. You feel me? I gotta see what's to Nia real quick. Oh my God. Y'all get me on here playing, boy. Lord Jesus. Man. She like one of them bad blades. Yeah. Oh man. Look up Lola Vice. Hold on. I don't want no Jaden Makers. The Jaden, bro, when he call them Jalen Makers, hey man, listen. When dude called y'all seen that video, y'all might not have seen that video I made. When the black dude was posted up with the white girl, and he said, man, the brother got him a good Jalen Maker. Because you know, all racially interracial names is always something real lighthearted and serendipitous and full of serendipitous names, you know, just carefree names, Jalen, Jaden, Aiden. They names be stuff like, you know, Aubrey. Their names always something like Phoenix. Interracial kids' name always something real lighthearted. It be something like what's another name for a lot of interracial kids be having? Biracial. I'm sorry, I say interracial. Biracial kids be having them name. Okay, let me look up Lola. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. I'm on here playing. Let's see. Lola Vice. Lola Vice. Why they hold on. They ain't spelling Vice right now. They ain't spelling it right now. Let's see. Nah, yeah, man, you know. A lot of brothers be liking I told y'all, man, my cousin them got. Okay, let me look at Lola Vice, because y'all told me to look at her. Let me see. My bad, y'all. I'm just trying to see what y'all be talking about out here. I'm trying to see what y'all talking. Let me see how she look. Oh yeah, she cool. She cool. I like the other girl better though. Tiffany Stratton, y'all just see it. Let me. Oh man, boy. But you said what wrestlers would I want to see in a match, past or present? I would like to see okay, let me see. Did Rob Van Dam ever wrestle Chris Benoit? If they did, I don't remember. Did Rob Van Dam wrestle Chris Benoit? Hey, Rhea Ripley, this the one that got that Marilyn Manson makeup on. Is that Rhea Ripley? I don't be liking that gothic look now. I keep finding. Is that the one that got the black lipstick on? I don't be liking that gothic look. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Something about that gothic look. I don't like that one. Yeah, it's something. Maybe it's the lipstick and stuff. I don't be liking that. She said she rock it. Now, yeah, she can rock it for sure. She did. She can. But I'm about looking at something. I don't mess with the guy either. Maria got that. Do she? I ain't know that she got that like that. I ain't never seen her, you know. I ain't never seen her. I ain't never seen if it was back there. Yes, Lord. Like y'all boy Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates be yes, Lord. Yeah, they wrestled SummerSlam. They wrestled SummerSlam 2022. I mean 2002. Oh no, I seen that girl last because she be with what's my boy named Trick? Trick Williams is his name. That's who go with Trick Williams. I seen her. Yeah, I seen her. Yeah. Yeah. I seen her. I like her. Yeah, I like her. Yeah, man. So you know how I discovered Trick Williams? I was on YouTube. Because I didn't watch I didn't watch NXT or nothing. I don't watch I don't watch wrestling currently, bro, West Coast. I peep in every now and then. Like when The Rock and Roman Reigns had the bloodline storyline going on. I watched that, you know, but yeah, man, he needs to. I seen him recently. He's been trying to acknowledge that he's half black and half Samoan now, but I'm with you though, man. You gotta acknowledge that black roots. Don't acknowledge those black roots, but I really believe the reason why he don't is because Rocky Johnson is estranged from his side of the family. And so I don't think The Rock grew up in black culture at all. I think he only grew up in Samoan culture. The most he grew up in black culture was at Miami. When he played football at Miami, I think that was the real, like, the most black culture he's been engulfed in was at Miami. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I started watching wrestling a few years after The Rock left. I was through. Yeah, I was through. A couple years after The Rock left, I was done. So yeah, but now real, yeah, Melvin, I believe The Rock was not intentionally not avoiding talking about the black side of his family for sure. Even though that the gimmick that he was embodying The Rock, it was black bravado all within that. You know what I'm saying? But in his personal life, he do nah, he acknowledges that he's half black for sure. He acknowledges that he's half black. The Rock does, but you know what I'm saying? But at first, no, that The Rock, that whole aura, that character was embodying black bravado. 100%. Like they can try to say Cuban driller. No. That talking trash like that with them chains on his neck and them Versace shirts, that's black stuff. That's black stuff. Now, Zero, you make a great point. Rikishi and his sons grew up with Samoan culture, but they don't act like The Rock. But yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, I just downloaded StreamYard. I just got on StreamYard today, my friend. We finna do StreamYard probably later on tonight, my boy. If y'all still up. I'm glad you just mentioned that. I didn't know I had to go through I can only do StreamYard. I had to go sign up and all of that through the browser, not through an actual app that I download. And then when I went on StreamYard, it showed me that I can connect the live stream to my YouTube channel where y'all can get on and come talk with me. So we gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do it later on tonight, man. So I don't know if y'all gonna be up, but are you an editor? My man, Athletic Mind, I appreciate you, bro. Because I need some editing. I don't do no editing, man. I need some editing, man. I appreciate you, brother, for sure. Lakers play tonight. Okay, I didn't even know that. But no, though, Athletic Mind, I'm with you though, because The Rock was my favorite wrestler growing up. Now, y'all, and I don't know how old y'all are, like West Coast. I'm not sure. How old are you, West Coast? How old are you, Athletic Mind? I have to lean on y'all expertise for this. I do have moderators on here, bro. I just found out how to get moderators. I just found out, like I told y'all, I've been on YouTube for years, and I just started going live like 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm kind of just figuring out stuff on the fly. But I just learned how to give some. I got probably 3 moderators or whatever. But you know, y'all can be moderators too if you want. The black character was Black Bravado. Yeah, Zero Black Bravado to 100%. But it was like in his personal life, that wasn't him for real. He was more like, you know, buttoned up. But I'm gonna say this too, though, y'all. Do you know his wife Danny? Her family didn't approve of him. Now y'all know. I think Danny's Cuban or she's Hispanic. I don't know if she's Mexican or Cuban. But they didn't approve of The Rock because he was half black, right? And I think that led to him trying to portray this like, you know, good old boy, straight edge type. Like he wanted to embody that persona of, oh, The Rock is just a character. Me in my personal life, I don't embody certain black swagger. Like I think he tried. I think it was an intentional thing for him to kind of stay away from it. But I'm gonna tell y'all this too, though. Rocky Johnson in his regular life, I don't think he was so embracive of black culture like that. I don't. And see, you learn a lot of stuff from your father. Okay? If your father not as embracive of it like that, because he had problems, you know, he was estranged from his family. Because his mother was dating a man who was an alcoholic, and when he was young, Rocky Johnson hit him in the head with a shovel because he pissed his mom's new boyfriend after his father passed away, urinated all over the turkey at Thanksgiving, right? And he hit her in the. I think he urinated on the turkey, something like that, yeah. And Rocky hit him in the head with a shovel. His mama told him. No, the police came, and the police told his mother, when he wakes up, there's going to be a problem. So either your son go, one of them got to go. He said one of them got to go. The mother told, this is according to Rocky Johnson, his mother told the police, my son got to go. And I think because of that, well, Rocky became estranged from his family. And I also think he started growing estranged from black culture in general, especially when he married outside eventually. Because Rocky Johnson first wife was a black woman. Because he got Rocky, The Rock got other siblings that Rocky Johnson had initially when he was, married the first time. And then when he got with Ata Maivia, The Rock's mama, yeah, like, he had The Rock. But yeah, I believe you learn those, like, when your father is not ingrained in black culture, yeah, you're not going to be ingrained in black culture. And a lot of times, y'all, mothers pass down culture more than fathers do. Not in all cases, because I'm not having it. Man, I'm passing down my cultures too, but you know what I mean? Like, mothers pass down the culture more than fathers do. And Rocky being a wrestler, he was doing his own thing. And then I just think Rocky became disassociated from black culture. And so The Rock was too, right? He was raised like that. So the Usos different though. First of all, when black culture always been it though, right? Because I asked y'all how old y'all were to ask y'all, was black culture as popular as it is now or in the early 2000s? Was it as popular in the late 80s? But it was though. It was. Because I want to say the Usos probably embracive of black culture because it's the it thing to be. And you said, nah, it wasn't. Okay. The Usos probably more ingrained in black culture like a mug because it's popular. It's like black culture is it's the wave. And if you not, you say it wasn't, black culture wasn't popular. I'm asking y'all because I'm 31. So Rikishi, Umaga, Tonga Kid sons, all ghetto. They from the hood. Okay. So Athletic Man, what you think it is? You just think it's The Rock? You don't think it got nothing to do with the times? You saying that's just Rock. That's just Dwayne. That's just how he carry himself. I'm being real with y'all too, though. I can't be with no woman. I can't be with no woman who her mama and them don't like me because I'm black. Like, I can't sleep well at like knowing that. Like, if we got kids, how y'all gonna treat my kids? My kids finna have black up in them. You know what I'm saying? You say you think it has to do with his upbringing. Yeah, his upbringing. He only was around, I believe that because Rocky Johnson was separating himself from black culture, his son felt no need to be connected like that either. You know what I mean? I really do believe that. Umaga son, Zilla Fatu, get with it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, my bad, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Rock is definitely a chameleon. Look. I'm for real. Like, The Rock be a chameleon because in that Rock, the Rock character again was embodying blackness. But in his interviews, that persona would not be present at all. And I'd be like, dang, I remember as a kid, I'm like, man, he talked with a different cadence. And it wasn't like, I'm not just saying he wasn't being his character. It was almost like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, as a kid, it was like almost like you felt like, damn, is he cosplaying? Like when I would watch him in interviews. Because it's a difference between being professional. It just felt like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It almost like, you know what I mean? It kind of felt like when I was a kid, like, man, he's so different from that character. So it kind of felt like that. But I think now, you know what's funny though? Because his daughter, Ava Raine, when Trayvon Martin passed away, when she was putting up stuff about when George Floyd passed away, she was pro-black like it wasn't nothing. His daughter only 1/4 black. She 1/4. And she pro-black like it ain't nothing. So it's like, yeah, man. So I think, yeah, she only right. And his daughter, she only 25%. She be riding out with black folks. You know what I'm saying? But I think she look at like, no, man, yeah. But I think, I'm going to be real with y'all. Recently, I've seen The Rock be more vocal about being half black in certain interviews now. But I think he looking at his daughter like, man, I gotta embrace my true all way my culture. Cause when your daughter is more ingrained in culture than you, and she riding with black folks, she's showing solidarity with black people in ways you never done it, it make you look bad in a way. So where you be like, dang, I can't let my baby be out here on the front line. She can't be showing more solidarity more than me. And I believe the reason like Rock been more vocal as of in recent years about being half black in interviews, because he look at his daughter. His daughter don't shy away from that. His daughter be, she talk about black police brutality amongst black people all on her, so she don't care. So yeah, I think you said it's gonna be a long time. Yeah, times change for sure. But times change, but still though, his daughter still faces big backlash from that. You know what I'm saying? Even though times change, she still was ridiculed for those stances from non-black people. And a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying? He can't get away with not talking about it. You right. Now, I see what you're saying. You can't get away with not talking about it now. People gonna be asking you more questions. Hey now, Rock, you have more people with their hands folded. Hey now, come on now. Hey, I know you was raised with your Samoan culture, but your father was a black man, a black Canadian dude. You feel me? Descendants of black slaves. Like his people was black loyalists. The black loyalists, I believe, were immediate descendants from slavery. Rocky Johnson and people was the immediate descendants from slavery. Black like it ain't nothing. His father with that afro. What? You know what I'm saying? Look, they built Rocky Johnson. They had him built from Washington, D.C. because he looked like such a black man. His father was so black. His father looked like, he had that afro. You feel me? They like, hey, now we got to say he from D.C., man. He looked like he walking around with them black folks over there, even though, he was married to a Samoan woman. His father had them black features so strong on him. They like, yo, we got to say, right, father looking just like Carl Weathers. They had to say he from D.C., the black town. They ain't even say he was from Nova Scotia, Canada. They say, hey, he from D.C. So, hey, his father was looking like Carl Weathers. Candy, what's going on? I see you jumped up in here, Candy. What's going on? But yeah, man. So that's a fact. That is a fact, man. So yeah, but you said you was gonna be a while before we get another WWE champion. You don't think Trick Williams was gonna be champion one day? OJ used to say he wasn't black too. Now, Zero. I'm gonna ask y'all about this, right? Let me ask y'all this, man. Like anybody that's older in here, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, I'm 31. So anybody that was like, if you were in elementary school or high school when OJ was going through the trial, because it's interesting to me to see how connected black people became to OJ towards his death. Black folks was not rocking with OJ. When he passed away, everybody was riding out with OJ now. And I'm like, bro, I remember black folks not fooling with OJ because he was saying he wasn't black. I'm gonna be real with you. I believe because Cameron and Mace helped to rebrand OJ in a way that made him more endearing with black people. Because black people was not fooling him. But really the rebrand began when he got in trouble. That's when he started trying to rebrand. Cause I was like, yo, black people was like, they was riding out with OJ toward when he passed away. And I'm like, where did this come from? Cause black people was not fooling with OJ before he got out of jail. And black folk weren't fooling with OJ like that. No. So I was like, what? Did Cam and Mace help to like rebrand him? Where black people did not feel him crossing his people, trying to separate himself. Yeah, like it wasn't. Now you wasn't hating OJ, but they wasn't like riding out. Like I remember black people vividly saying, yo, I ain't getting past that, yo, that he not black, he OJ stuff ain't. Hold on now, athletic man. Say your name, say your opinion about OJ. What's your controversial opinion about OJ's situation? Oh man, a lot of people feel like he didn't do that. You know, a lot of people feel like, hey, I heard, yeah, YouTube ain't built for that. Yeah, y'all know I played OJ Simpson in a play in college. I told y'all, I don't know. I played OJ Simpson in a play in college. A play called The Ride. It was based upon the slow speed chase in the white Bronco. And I was OJ Simpson. My boy was Al Cowlings, the driver. My boy Melvin was the driver, Al Cowlings. Yeah. And they had me being OJ Simpson in that mod. That's really how I learned more about the case. Because again, when did that happen? I don't even know. When did the OJ trial happen? Was that 92? Was that 92? Was that when did the trial, OJ Simpson trial happen? Yeah, 90s had a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in the 90s. Yeah, I'm trying to. Boy, D Rose about to get Jeff T 1 million views on YouTube in probably about 3 days. Jeff T had 400,000 views in 1 day from that Derrick Rose interview. Shout out to the crib, man. Shout out Poop, man. Have you ever noticed every time a successful black man step outside his race, something bad happens? When you say step outside, do you mean dating outside the race? Your always been getting disrespected lately. I don't like that. Nah, me neither. But I mean, you know what it is, bro? I think a lot of people did not watch Derrick and they look at stats. They were like, oh, he only averaged 25 a game when he won MVP. But when Derrick won MVP, getting 25 a game, he was one of like the top 5 scorers in the league. Like 20, like basketball, man. If you would have got 25 a game in the 90s, first of all, it was only one 20-point scorer most of the time on teams, basketball team in the 90s. The next in the 90s, it was really only one 20-point scorer on the team. And then the next dude was averaging like 18 a game. The next highest dude would average like 18, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Back then, during the 90s, early 2000s, in the early 2000s, all the way up to like 2012, 2013. Getting 25 a game was hard as hell. Like, that was hard. Like, I don't think people know. That's hard. 28 is the new, right. 28 is the new 25. Yeah, it was, because, yeah, you're right. Back then, like, if you got a dub in the NBA, if you getting 20, and 2003, 2002, 2000, not even just 2003, 2007, 2010, getting 25 a game was hard. I mean, it's still not easy now. It's still not easy now. It's still not easy to get that. I'm not acting like it's easy to get them buckets now. But what I'm saying is, like you said, Derrick's 25 would be equivalent to like 29 a game now. You know what I'm saying? Well, West Coast, the Phoenix Suns was having some games that was like, not wasn't 130. They was getting them 119. Dallas Mavericks then was getting that, and Golden State then was having them 116s, 110s, 112s a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not every game. Not every game. You right. Not every game. Not every game. Not every game. Yeah. You right. But you right. Not every game though. Not every game. Yeah. So it was just like, yeah. Matter of fact, when you remember when the Pistons was raining, you know, so that was not candy. I used to say that most of the West Coast teams was not playing no defense like that. Now, people used to kill me when I said that. I'm not saying West Coast, the Western Conference. Only certain Western Conference teams play defense to me. Denver didn't play no D like that to me. Denver Nuggets like that. We not doing A1. Like, listen. Not the Lakers played defense, but you know Golden State and them were just running and gunning. Like Western Conference, yeah. Y'all know Don Nelson, Nelly wouldn't give a damn about no defense. Nelly like, hey man, listen. Mike D'Antoni them, run it. Run it. Now, you had San Antonio was, the Lakers, you had what you call it, they were playing defense too. Sacramento now, you know what I'm saying? Sacramento now. But you know Don Nelson them was like, man, we outrunning everybody. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I like watching Golden State then because I like watching Lil Monte. Monte Ellis was a dude. I ain't gonna lie. I like watching young Monte Ellis from Jackson, Mississippi get let loose. Monte was in there getting busy, but Nelly ain't care about no defense. Nelly be like, all right, man. I love the Kings of Weather. Yeah, no, look. Hey, no. Sacramento. Nah, look, West Coast gonna be mad at me now. I ain't gonna lie now. Look, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sacramento supposed to win one of them joints now. I ain't gonna lie. Sacramento supposed to win one of them joints for real. But I was saying it was tougher to play in the East. I feel like now he said, oh no. I feel like Eastern Conference played better defense, I would say. Yes, to me. Yes. You had more prolific scorers, I believe, in the Western Conference. Yes. But I believe overall, Eastern Conference team played better defense to me. Yeah, I believe so. Now, I believe that the Western Conference had more prolific scorers. So you had teams that you saying the refs gave us one. Hey man, I was like Dr. Umar in that game. You don't find that suspicious, brother? You don't find that suspicious, brother? Hey, you ain't saying that, man. Oh man, I was like, wait a minute, what? Now you know what it was though, bro. I'm being real with you, bro. Yeah, man, Sacramento always played y'all tough though. Sacramento played y'all tough. Yeah, man, I thought Webb was gonna win it all. G. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Webb was gonna win it all. The best players from the East Coast and the West Coast got the best hoopers. The West Coast gonna say no, that ain't true. He gonna go going in. California got a lot of dudes in the league right now though. A lot of dudes. 2009 NBA playoffs was something special. Yeah, it was. 09. Yeah. You said New York got the best point guards. Athletic man, you my dog. Stephon, the best point guard y'all had, bro. Stephon. In my opinion, oh no. Now you right, Mark. Rod Strickland, Rod the guy. Now, Rod never made no all-star team, but Rod Strickland was a dog. I'm not going to hold you. Rod Strickland was a dog. If you saying just a pure point, Okay, Mark. But Stephon was the best to me in the newer age New York players. Stephon was the best to come out of New York. Even though I be clowning Stephon because he hate LeBron James with a passion. Y'all know LeBron, my boy. I can't stand how Stephon be hating because Stephon was, and it wasn't Stephon was on Instagram clowning LeBron James every game. Every game he was doing it. Like for like a year and a half straight, he was doing it every game. Every game he was doing it. I was like, yo, Stephon gotta stop. Like he was doing it so much. People was like, bro, you are out here. Like Dwayne Wade unfollowed him because he was just doing it for every game LeBron played. He is so if LeBron miss a free throw, he's like, how you the king? You miss a free throw. How you the king? How you the king? You miss a 3-point shot. I'm like, Stephon, come on. But I'm gonna say this though about Stephon. To me, Stephon underachieved. He did. But Stephon was a very good basketball player. I feel like Stephon could have did a lot more. I do believe that. But he was a very good basketball player. I'm never going to act like he wasn't good. He was very good. But he wasn't great, though. He was very good, though. Very good. And the reason why I say Stephon wasn't great because Stephon really never affected winning. He never really affected winning in a positive manner. But he was very good, very skilled, very skilled. But he never really affected winning in a positive way. Because as soon as they got rid of Stephon on New Jersey and replaced him with Jason Kidd, they went straight to the finals back-to-back years. Now, I will add this. Richard Jefferson was not there at the time that Stephon was in New Jersey. He had Kmart. And he had Kmart best season. Kenyon Martin best year was his first year. But to say he the best PG for New York, show you New York ball is overrated. Now, you know what, man? What two players do you think have the best overall IQ in the game right now? Overall IQ in the game currently. Well, y'all know LeBron James got a hellified IQ. That's without question. But you want me to pick some young guys? Yeah, LeBron James got the best IQ without question. He said Draymond. Pick a new breed. You know who I think got a really good basketball IQ, bro? That's a kid. I really like Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson. Let me see. Another young breed. They got a really good basketball IQ. What's the other boy name? Yeah, I really like. I really think Jalen Brunson. He's a former player's kid, and Jalen is not great at he's not super athletic. He's not super fast, but he's a great player. Great. When I say he's not great, when I say he doesn't have these outstanding attributes in certain areas. Derrick Rose was exceptionally faster than everybody, right? Tyrese Halliburton, very good IQ. Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, say Ja. I'm not talking about off the court IQ either when I say this. You know what? We can revisit Ja's IQ when this season comes. When this season comes up. But yeah, Jalen is nice. Jalen Brunson tough. Jalen is not, like I say, he's not an outstanding athlete. He's not super fast. He can't jump out the gym, but he got a knack for scoring the ball. He got a knack for making the right basketball play at the right time. And he is a great basketball player. Jalen Brunson is a great. I really like Jalen Brunson. I really think he's really like Jalen. I knew Jalen can hoop, but I didn't know he would be like this. I'm gonna be real with y'all right now, bro. Y'all gonna get mad at me when I say this. Right now, bro. Quiet as kept. I'm taking Jalen Brunson over Kyrie right now. Hey, man. Quiet is kept, bro. Ah. And he said, hey, listen, man. I know it sound crazy. Watch the games, though. Watch the games. I guarantee you, bro, I can't, listen, we don't know. If Jalen Brunson on the Dallas Mavericks, he has a better NBA Finals than Kyrie. He does. And I'm a Kyrie fan. I love Kyrie. I'm a Kyrie fan. But yeah, you say you don't know these new players. Candy, you gotta watch them. Yeah, the new breed of players. They got some nice little young shorties, man. Some nice shorties, young shorties is hooping for real. But yeah, man, I know it sound crazy, but man, hey, young shorty Jalen Brunson. Hey, now prime Kyrie. Listen, Kyrie, his ability to finish at the rim, his handle and his ability to finish at the rim for a small guard is phenomenal. Yeah, I do believe Kyrie has lost a step. I do believe that. Yes. 3 years ago, Kyrie ain't performing like that because he was having a hard time sometimes just getting his shot off a little bit. Sometimes it looked like with Kyrie. Like he was just trying to shoot just to get his shot off a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? At times to me in the finals. Yeah, like 2-3 years ago, Kyrie Irving. Hey, yeah, Kyrie tough. I'm still a Kyrie fan. His handle crazy. Yeah, he can't get past anybody like that anymore. Y'all messed him up trying to vaccinate. Oh, he ain't getting no vaccination though. He ain't get it. He just sat out, you know what I'm saying, playing every other game. He needs to get quick moves, preserve his energy. Hey, listen. Now, speaking of because Kyrie's a smaller guard. He doesn't play above the rim. So, yes, Kyrie's skill is crazy. His skill level is tremendous. If Kyrie was 6'6", it'd have been a problem for real. If he was 6'6", 6'7", it'd have been a problem for real. For real. If he was that tall, yeah, man. It'd have been a problem. He needs to get quick moves, but hey, no. So look, man. When we was talking about, we was talking about something about the New York guards. So New York guard, I'm gonna say this about Kemba Walker. That's another one. When Kemba stopped being able to get that lift, it was over with. He was already undersized. He was a very streaky shooter. He had a handle like all New York City point guards do. They all got a handle. All of them know how to handle that rock. But he was very streaky at shooting. And when he lost the burst that he had, when he lost it, he started to fall. He fell off quick because he struggled to get his shot off over taller defenders. Struggling to get his shot off over taller defenders at the rim, and he's a streaky shooter. That is what led to him getting out of the league quick. You know, he was facing some injuries and stuff like that too. He got injured, and yeah, he lost his explosiveness. He lost his ability to to blow past people at times, and that kind of led to his downfall. I like De'Aaron Fox nice. De'Aaron Fox tough. I like De'Aaron Fox too. I really do. I think De'Aaron is a really great player. But Kemba was the man. I was watching all of them when he was at Connecticut. I was rooting for Kemba and them all the way because Connecticut was they was picked to finish at the bottom of the Big East that year they won a national championship. Kemba just was going crazy. He was going so crazy. That's why basketball is a game of momentum. Like their momentum was so high, like they had to win the Big East tournament for them to get to the for them to get to the NCAA tournament. That's when Kemba made big dude McGee from Pittsburgh fall and hit the game-winning jumper. They carried that momentum from the Big East tournament all the way to the national tournament and won that joint. As basketball is a game of momentum. If your momentum is high, you can beat anybody. Or especially in a one. Now, in a 7-game series, hell no. Hell no. Sometimes. But in a one game, yeah, you get it done. Thoughts on Jason Tatum? So Jason is probably one of the most frustrating players to me. He's very good. Jason is a very good player. But like sometimes it be frustrating because he's almost like he about 6'9". He be wanting to fade away a lot when his jumper not falling. Brother, go in the paint. You know, fall in love with fadeaway jumpers a lot of times. Just falling in love with jump shots in general when he don't necessarily have to. It's games where he don't look like the best player. It look like it's games where Jalen look like he better than him. Because it's like, I don't know. Like I'm gonna be real, Jason is nice, but sometimes his game be looking so fluky. Like it be looking so fluky sometimes to me. Even though I know Jalen is good. Not Jalen, Jason. Even though I know Jason Tatum, I know Jason Tatum good. I know JT is good. I know Jason Tatum is a great player. But it be like he be hot and cold sometimes. Where you like, man, sometimes you don't even properly feel his presence sometime on the court sometimes. Like, defensively you do. You do defensively. You always do defensively. But offensively, he be like, it be inconsistent up and down sometimes. And it's because a lot of times he chooses to be a jump shooter when he doesn't necessarily have to be that. I'm going to tell you the real too. And y'all going to get mad at me when I say that. That Mamba mentality is what messed him up. He want to be Kobe Bryant now. Kobe Mamba mentality includes shooting without a conscience. Just shooting without a conscience, I'm going for it, right? I'm going for it. And that was suited for Kobe Bryant. That style of play was suited for him because he was a guy who was a difficult shot maker. Kobe was he's the second best difficult shot maker I ever seen outside of Steph Curry. Everybody can't play like that though. That is not for everybody. And Jason Tatum, JTB wanted to jump shoot all day, even when he's not hitting. Hey man, go in the paint. Go in the paint. Go to work. He's not the difficult shot maker that Kobe Bryant was. And I think a lot of dudes try to play like him. That worked for him. That's not what the book said, though. They ain't looking at no book, West Coast. They looking at how dude played, how Bean played. And that's suited for him. When Kyrie Irving tried to emulate that, it don't work. Or Kyrie Irving 6'2". Kobe Bryant was 6'6". And again, he was just an excellent difficult shot maker, shooting without a conscience, without worry about what the results is, just shooting. Shooting without, and it worked for Bean because Bean could make a lot of difficult shots. That don't work for nobody else but him. And I know people don't like to hear that, but that style of play worked for him, not everybody else. He got Mamba mentality book and he ain't say throw the ball around. I need to read. For real, MJ made a lot of difficult shots before Kobe, but let me do. No, right. But MJ also was passing to Steve Kerr now. Kobe went, Kobe and them had Derek Fisher and Mr. Steal Your Girl, Derek Fisher, and what's Robert Horry now. Now Mike was a very difficult shot, a great difficult shot maker. But again, I seen Kobe shoot over 3 defenders. And that is not a good shot to shoot. I don't care what nobody say shooting over 3 defenders is not a good shot at all. So that means 2 other dudes. You got open dudes all on the court. And Kobe would just shoot. I remember when he played the Chicago Bulls. Kobe had the ball and 4 players collapsed on him. And he still went to shoot. And who was it? Tyrus Thomas, Tyson Chandler, one of them blocked the shot. Was it Joe King? I don't remember who it was. It wasn't a good shot, but he took it because he ain't passing shit. Like you said, he not turning down no shot. And a lot of times it worked for him. A lot of times it did not. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he really didn't. Kobe didn't have a conscience when it came to shooting. He didn't care. Everybody can't play like that. You know what I mean? Because truth be told, it's not high IQ basketball. And when I say that, I'm not saying Kobe didn't have a high IQ. Because like you said, he knew better. He just did not care. He didn't care about shooting high percentage shots or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did not care about it. So in the 2000s, he was efficient. Yeah, because Allen Iverson, AI, and I love AI, he was not efficient. AI was not efficient. And I love Allen Iverson. Love him. AI was shooting like 42%. 42, 43%. Might have been 42 or something. So AI wasn't efficient. A lot of the guards were not really efficient like that during that time period. I feel like a lot of them wasn't. You start seeing now. Michael Jordan was very efficient though. He was very efficient. He was an efficient scorer for sure. But yeah, Bean ain't look. Bean shooting the rock. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? And so they're just different playing styles. I think Jason Tatum, a lot of time when his jumper not falling, he just keeps shooting versus being like he's taller than Kobe. Go in the paint. Yeah, Mike was very efficient. Very efficient. Right. Athletic mind. There you go. Mike was shooting 48 to 50% at 39. Very efficient. And you got into it with a weirdo the other day over Kobe. No, man, they be mad at me, man. So look, y'all know I criticize. This is real talk. I always tell y'all Bean is a Pantheon great player. All-time great player. But I think he said stop grouping them weirdos with us. But I think people tend to think that like he had no flaws or he had no bad moments in order to say LeBron ain't the one. Has LeBron James had bad moments? Absolutely. But Kobe had bad moments too. A lot of players have bad moments. And I think, yeah, like, do LeBron get, like, I ain't gonna act like LeBron don't got no weird fans too. I'm a LeBron fan. I ain't weird though. I told you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Even within my fandom, I'm gonna tell you the truth. 100%. Bron, my dog. But I'm gonna tell you, him losing against the Dallas Mavericks, that was on Bron. That was on him. And that's my guy. That was on him though. But a lot of these players have bad moments, and I think that LeBron's bad moments get highlighted. So this is what tends to happen, bro. You say I said Kobe fans think Kobe they did. No, so this is what happens. What I said was I'm trying to remember what I said exactly. So I think the guy told me that in so many words, like he said something like, what did he say? He said, I can learn something from Kobe Bryant. Like, it was something that he said. Oh, I said something like, when I mentioned Kobe and Mike being sociopathic people. He said, that's what it takes to be a winner. He said something about that's what it takes to be a winner. I can learn something from him. I need to learn something. I can take something from him and apply it to my everyday life. And I said, brother, I don't got to do that. And I said, I don't want to denigrate. I don't like denigrating black men for not having fathers because I know that's something that we struggle with in our community. I don't make fun of nobody for that. But what I'm saying is, what I was saying was that he's trying to make me look at Kobe like a father figure, like, oh, find something from him and apply it to my everyday life so I can be better every day. And I'm like, what? Like, brother, what? Time out. I don't need to learn how to be a man or apply certain stuff from a player from Kobe Bryant. I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my father. So, and that's what I was saying. So you got Kobe fans who are genuinely Kobe Bryant fans. And I know that because some of my close friends are Kobe Bryant fans, right? My homie Derek, he be mad. I'm talking about Kobe, right? He be getting mad at me. But then you got people who are LeBron James haters who use Kobe Bryant as a buffer between Michael Jordan and LeBron. They use Kobe as a buffer for that. And I recognize that. I can easily recognize it because those people talk more about LeBron James than they do even Kobe Bryant, even though they're supposed to be a Kobe Bryant fan. You see what I'm saying? And it's not just because LeBron is currently playing. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that I know they use Kobe as a buffer for that. You have genuine Kobe fans who really love Kobe. Then you have some who are using him as a buffer for between the argument of Michael and argument between the argument of Michael and LeBron. When Kobe was alive, I had him 17 all the time. He passed, I had him. Hold on one second, y'all. Shaq uses Kobe now. So this is the thing with Shaq, man. Shaq recognizes that him and Kobe probably they had a lot of stuff going on between them over the years, and I think he's trying to make up for the years that him and Kobe were at it. So he says a lot of things about Kobe in order to make up for a lot of the wrongdoing like a lot of the negative stuff they had going on. Like he said something like, somebody told me Kobe said, I don't know what he said Kobe said. So, I think I was talking about he said 7th all time is wild. So I'm going to ask you this. West Coast, is Kobe Bean Bryant the greatest LA Laker of all time? Now, I ask that because you have some people that will tell me Irvin Magic Johnson is. Then you'll have some people who will say that Kobe is. Who's the 6th? Man, what? So, okay. I told y'all I be kind of trying to figure out how to do this list. Because Magic will tell you it's Kobe. Yeah, Magic will tell you that, for sure. Magic will. But then you got people that watch Showtime, like my barber. And like my barber almost 50 years old. He will tell you Irvin Magic Johnson, right? So you got half of the fans will tell you Magic, half of the fans will tell you Kobe, because they got the same amount of championships. And Magic Johnson got more league MVPs than Bean, right? Now I know a lot of y'all are gonna say, well, because Bean, after the allegation, they didn't want to give him no MVP trophies. But you're gonna have some people gonna say you're gonna have it. I think it's split. I think it depends on who you asking. People that watch Showtime are gonna tell you Magic. My father told me before Michael Jordan's emergence, he felt like Magic Johnson was the best basketball player he had ever seen. This is what my daddy tell me, right? My daddy tell me before Michael Jordan emergence, he felt like Magic was the one. Then he seen Mike, and he was like, yeah, Kobe should. Now I can get with that. Kobe should at least 2. Cause let me tell you something. Steve Nash winning back to back. I just ain't nah. All right, we give him one year, but back to back is egregious. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And the second year he averaged like 15 and 11. And I'm like, man, and don't get me, because y'all gonna get mad at this. I told y'all. I think overall, Jason Kidd was a better point guard than Steve Nash. And I know people gonna get mad when I say that. I think Jason Kidd was a far better defender than Steve Nash. Far better. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was a better winner than Nash was. The whole time. But Nash is what do you say? I've let it man. Kobe wasn't the best player in the world more years than Timmy was. But you know what though? Now, I had a lot of people that say that though. That Timmy was okay. What years y'all got Tim being the best player? Nash was a better scorer. Was Steve really a better scorer than Jason Kidd? What's Steve Nash best year scoring? 18 a game? Hey, now real talk. I don't think Nash ever averaged a dub. Nor do Jason Kidd didn't average a dub either. They both, I think, was like neck and neck in scoring to me. I could be wrong though, y'all. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. What's Steve Nash's career high in scoring? Is it 18 a game? 19 a game? Because I think Jason Kidd got a year where he at least averaged 20 or 18. Nash was the better shooter. Yes. Nash was the better shooter. Yes, he was. He was. But I like, as far as scoring wise, I don't think they was that far off in scoring. It's just Nash played again. Nash playing in Phoenix did wonders for his image. Because he was like, that's one, because he had that prolific offense when he was willing and dealing and he was dishing. He was dishing it out on a prolific offense where you saw a team like the Phoenix Suns putting up 118 points, 120 points, especially that year when they had Quentin Richardson, Sean Marion, Joe Johnson, Amari Stoudemire. That was crazy. I got Jay Kidd over Steve Nash, though. I do. Kenna, what's going on? What's going on? I got Jay Kidd over, and I believe Jay Kidd doesn't get that acclaim because he never won them MVP. I think them MVP trophies that Nash won definitely put him in a different light. Nash never won the MVP trophies. Player wasn't worried about Timmy like it was about Kobe. Well, I'm West Coast because Timmy's game wasn't predicated on scoring 50, right? Timmy played with his game wasn't predicated on outscoring you, but Timmy defensively was outstanding. Outstanding defensively. And he was in a system though, too. He played with Tony and Manu. And so he didn't necessarily have to go for 50, 60 though, to still be dominant. You know what I'm saying? Timmy still, his presence was felt from rebounding and shot blocking, rim protecting, even when he wasn't blocking shots. And Timmy could still give you 30-some points. You know what I'm saying? And Timmy was a two-time member. He was an interior defender. And I believe he was a better interior defender than Kobe was a perimeter. I do, but now I will say that, athletic man. I do believe Timmy was a better interior defender than Kobe was a perimeter defender in their prime. I do believe that. Now, I'm not. You can put whoever you want to put in order. You know what I'm saying? If you got Kobe ahead of Tim Duncan, I ain't mad at that at all. But I do agree that as a defender, Tim was a better defender than Kobe. A better interior defender than Kobe was a perimeter defender. So we saying players getting in an extra workout for Timmy? Timmy wasn't no lightweight, West Coast. Now, Timmy, boys ain't. Listen, I think Timmy suffers because Timmy's game was not exciting. It wasn't a sexy game. But Timmy was dominant. But I believe because Timmy wasn't dunking on people like Shaq, and he wasn't like hollering and yelling and cussing folks out like KG, I believe people rate him. I don't think he's probably rated because of that, because he wasn't boisterous, because he played in he was fundamentally sound. I do believe he gets overlooked in an era. Timmy was giving dudes fits and nightmares, 100%. It's just he wasn't flashy. And I think that's what people like right, Kenna. That wasn't his nature. And I think he gets a lot of flack because he wasn't like that. He wasn't rambunctious. He didn't curse like KG. I guarantee you, if he was cussing and hollering like KG, people would look at Timmy even more different. But because he didn't cuss, I'm gonna be real. That cussing and hollering and yelling shit, that sells people a lot. For real, that make you feel like you more intense than what you, sometimes more intense than what you are. How many dudes y'all know be cussing and hollering and yelling? And they really on the court, they wasn't all of that like that. Like they was all right, you know what I'm saying? Kenya and Martin do a lot of cussing, hollering, and yelling. And I think they got Ken, that's what got Kenyon looking, people look at Kenyon and he could high fly. He could dunk, he could posterize people. But I think people, at times people overrate Kenyon. Kenyon best year was his rookie year. And he was a number one pick. His best year was when he averaged 16 a game his rookie season. But people look at the emotion. People like emotion from stars. And I'm going to tell you why. And the reason why D-Rose don't get hit with that same thing is because D-Rose played above the rim. He was fast. He was dunking on people. He was crossing people over. So although he was stoic, his game was very loud. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, Athletic Man. I ain't taking no Kawhi over Kobe. No, I ain't taking Kawhi over Kobe now. I ain't taking prime Kawhi over Kobe. I ain't doing that one, Athletic Man. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that one, Athletic Man. Prime Kawhi was healthy, yeah, but I ain't taking Prime Kawhi over Bean. I ain't going to do that one. I ain't doing that one. He said, what Kobe do? I ain't doing that one, Joe. I can't say we saw Kawhi in his prime enough for me to say that. I feel like Kawhi, what you said, what I don't think we didn't really see a prime from like as the star player, as the sole star of a team. How many years did we see Kawhi in the prime and his prime as a sole player? Toronto, now they won the chip in Toronto. And listen, luck is so. Now they ran into Golden State and KD and Clay got hurt that year. But listen, you can only play who out there on the court. So I'm not trying to diminish that. You can only play who's on the court. So I'm not going to diminish what Kawhi did. I'm not. He don't defend better. Now I'm gonna say this now. Yeah. Now Kawhi in his prime. Yeah, I think Kawhi probably I think Kawhi was a better defender in his prime. Yeah, I do believe that. Kawhi got moves too, not as much as Kobe. But I ain't taking him over. I'm not taking him over Kobe though in his prime. No. I do believe he's a better defender than Kobe. I do believe that. And I think in his healthy years, I do believe he was a better defender. Yes. But I ain't taking him over Bean, though. I ain't doing that. I move great, too, if I had days. Here y'all go. Kawhi style contributing to winning more. What you mean? Look what Kawhi was doing to the 2017 Warriors. Yeah. But so let me see. I'm gonna say this. How many games he played? He said how many games he played. No, what y'all was saying, Kenna, what you say about Ray Allen, though? I'm trying to see, because Kenna said something. Oh, no, she was saying how people like Muhammad Ali's personality, they loved his personality. Loved it. He was that alluring. She say, chill, West Coast. It matters, bro. Yeah. I think the Raptors team was going to win regardless. You think so? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Kevin Durant. Woo! Hey, man, I'm so glad they broke that up. Because, man, if KD don't get hurt, I don't know who beating them, bro. Yeah, if they don't get, yeah, man. Fred VanVleet, them, man. And Fred from Rockford, Illinois. Shout out to Fred VanVleet. I don't think Fred VanVleet, them, beat KD. That was a cheat code, bro. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on, here I come, y'all. Hey, listen. You know I got the Raptor joint up in here now. You feel me? West Coast, you know you know I got the Vincent Lamar Carter now. They both beat. Listen, I had to get the joint with the dinosaur on it. There's the Raptor on the joint now. I should have got the Damon Stoudemire. Now I got Vince. Vince was my guy though. Vince was one of my favorite players. So I got Vince. Me and my brother used to watch Vince together a lot. I'm gonna get a white one with Damon Stoudemire joint. Mighty Mouse. Thoughts on Paul George and James Harden? Vince a playoff. Yeah, man. Vince was supposed to go further, man. Vince was supposed to do a lot more, in my opinion. I do believe that. But all in all, he still had a better career than Tracy McGrady. I know y'all ain't gonna want to say that though. He had a slightly better career than Tracy now. And I know. Hey, no, man. Listen, man. Hey, Vince is a really nice guy. Really nice guy. Everybody always say that about him. Hey, man. T-Mac be, hey, Vince too nice to hate on him. Yeah. He said, leave T-Mac. Look, Mac was one of my favorite players, Candy. I told you I had a white Houston Rockets jersey. I did. But the way people in the hood be talking about Mac, like, I'm telling you, I be like, nah, I know we watch the same dude now. Now, he could do everything offensively. Everything. Look, T-Mac hate is wild. I'm not hating on Mac. He could do everything offensively. But anytime you got a prime Yao Ming and you don't win a first round series, something going on. And the moment T-Mac got hurt, they got out the first round. The moment he got hurt, the Houston Rockets got out the first round without him. Something going on with that. Now, And look, I love Mac, man. I love Mac. Yeah, Mac did want to be Penny, 6'7" guard, dude handling the ball. But something was going on with that, man. T-Mac was 80 for 80. 100% Mac deserved to be over, Dwight Howard deserved to be over T-Mac. 100%. 100%. Dwight Howard went to the NBA Finals. For real. And he a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he like an 8-9-time All-Star. You don't think Dwight Howard was a more dominant player than Tracy McGrady, West Coast? Oh, no. See, now I know what this is now. Kobe, look, because Kobe told y'all he was the one player as good as him. Now y'all in here acting like Dwight wasn't that one. Because Kobe told y'all that. Y'all in there talk. That what really got y'all overrating that. Because Kobe said that. Everybody be like, man, he was neck and neck with Kobe. Man, no, Mac wasn't. He could score, but Mac wasn't. Listen, tell you something. Mac wasn't, man. They look good. The hood love Mac. They do. But Vince Carter was getting out the first round. I know Vince was getting out the first round, though. I know that. As the star player, Vince was at least getting out the first round. Mac wasn't getting out the first round. I watched Mac lose a 3-1 lead against Detroit. Now, this is the year before they won a championship now. Rasheed Wallace wasn't even on that team. Mac them up 3-1, and they lost 3 games in a row. And I'm sitting there like, Mac. This is when I'm watching. This when he in Orlando. I'm like, Mac, now, come on, Mac. And Mac got up in there. But see, I found out Mac forgot. Cause at first, the first round used to be best 3 out of 5. And then that year when they lost the 3-1 lead to Detroit, that's the first year they changed the first round to a 7-game format. And so they was up 3-1, and Mac thought the series was over with. Cause he like, so it finally feels good to be out the first round. Man, Detroit won 3 straight games on them. And y'all know how I feel about if you up 3-1. I don't care how good the other team is. Once you up 3-1, win one more game, get them out the way. Win one more. And they lost 3 straight games. So I think too, and y'all be looking at Dwight and his personal choice, his preference, as it pertains to his dating preferences. Y'all know how Dwight was looking. And I'm gonna say this too. West Coast, y'all mad when he came to the Lakers. Y'all thought he was gonna be putting up because he had that back injury. Y'all was mad he wasn't putting up that 26-12 with y'all. And so I knew it. I knew that's what it was, West Coast. I knew that's what it was. First, Dwight had a back injury. Dwight had a back injury when he came, and he still averaged like 19 and 12 for y'all that year. He still had it, and he chose not to have surgery, and he just played through it. You know what I'm saying? What would Kobe do? Let me stop playing with y'all. B. No, he hasn't when Superman came. He was Superman though, West Coast, to be fair. He was Superman, man. He was Superman. Yeah, y'all seen that in Orlando. And I'm gonna say this too. Shaq was petty for getting mad at Dwight about that. He was petty for that. He just picking on young Shorty because he knew he could do that to young Shorty. That's all that was. In Orlando, Dwight was a problem, Joe. I remember when Cleveland played Orlando, and Dwight was killing Anderson Varejao and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Now, again, you're right. He didn't have no post. He had one post move. But athletic mind, it didn't matter though at the time. He was just so athletically more. First of all, Dwight was playing in an era where centers was not scorers. He was the only center for real that was really out here. I'm trying to think, during his years, you had what? Zydrunas Ilgauskas. No, I'm lying. Wait. Dwight came in 2004. So you had a few more years of Shaq. You had a few more years of Yao Ming. Hold on. Oh yeah, Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Tyson Chandler was never no scorer. You couldn't draw plays for Tyson Chandler but a lob. That's it. You could not get a ball to Tyson and say go get a bucket ever. How you gonna try to take the Shaq Superman thing? He blowing his back. Yeah, Dwight had that DeAndre Jordan athleticism with LeBron. He did. Hey, I remember when Shaq, Charles Barkley said, if you lock DeAndre Jordan in the gym overnight and you tell him he can't dunk, he'll come out with 6 points in the morning. He said, if you lock DeAndre Jordan in a gym all night long and tell him he can't dunk the ball, he'll come out with 6 points in the morning. And I was dying. Charles Barkley said this about Shaq. He said this like when DeAndre was with the Clippers. Because DeAndre didn't have you couldn't get the ball to DeAndre. All you could do was throw a lob for DeAndre Jordan. That's it. Him and Tyson Chandler was the same way. That's all you could do with Tyson now. But Tyson was a great rim protector. Very great rebounder. But Tyson, you couldn't draw no offensive plays off him but a lob. That's it. That's why he didn't work out with the Bulls. We were not a pick and roll squad where you could throw that lob to him. When he got with Chris Paul, Tyson started to flourish, and he started to get looked at with a different value because Chris had him averaging 11, 12 points a game. Tyson was never that. He was always a guy getting you 7 at best, 8 a game at best. 7, 6, something like that. You think I think LeBron James was robbed the Defensive Player of the Year in 2013. Absolutely. Marc Gasol shouldn't have won that. Marc Gasol shouldn't have won that. No. I think LeBron. Yeah, Tyson career had like 11 points. 12 points. Hey, look it up, bro. Tyson Chandler career high for a season, probably like 12 points. He said, that's good? No. Marc Gasol had every defensive stat over LeBron besides steal. Man, LeBron James should have won that year. Advanced defensive stats, counting stats, and advanced defensive stats. Man, I feel like LeBron should have won 2013. You talked about enough Paul Gasol. Now, Paul Gasol. We be saying Paul Gasol. We be saying. Hey, shout out to Dominguez High School. That's where Tyson come from. Though. Shout out to Dominguez. Him and Brandon Jennings was there, Dominguez. Mark was robbed of first team all defense. Yeah, Mark should have got first team. What did I just do with that damn? Okay. That didn't make no sense. What do the coaches vote on that? Shout out to Dominguez, man, cause but Tyson actually, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If Dallas don't got Tyson Chandler, they don't win that chip. They needed Tyson Chandler. Tyson was a great rim protector for them, a great rebounder. Hey, hello, cause Candy said Tyson was trash. Tyson Chandler was your boot, Candy. That was your boot, Candy. She loved Tyson Chandler. They always pull those stats out of thin air, but if we pull out those fake stats, oh, Jordan was the dude. Hold on. He say Michael Jordan got those fake stats. Hold on. Yeah, though, for real. Tyson kept LeBron and Dwayne Wade out the lane. He did. He was rim protecting like a mug. Matter of fact, you remember that year Dallas swept the Lakers that year, right? And yeah, Tyson was rim protecting in. I look, everybody got a role to play in the NBA. I be talking crazy. I'll be talking crazy, but Tyson was really he played his role very well. He played his role well. He said no Jordan slander, Mr. Generic. Hey, they say they was giving Michael Jordan steals during game. Scottie Pippen said that too. He say, I'm looking at the stat line. They giving Mike credit for the steals I gave. Scottie say, hold the hell on now. What y'all? How Mike getting this steal counted for him? This is my steal. I tipped this ball. They giving it to Mike because it ended up in Mike's hands. They gonna give it to Hey, Scottie was mad as hell, man. Scottie like, oh, I tipped the ball now. They gonna give it to Mike now. Look at hold on, Candy. Look at Candy. Tell Scottie to shut up. Don't do that to Scottie Pippen, Candy. Now, come on. Don't do that to Scottie. Yeah, Mike was good on defense, but they be like, hey, look. Now, my uncle say, listen, he got Jordan as his number one player. But he said, hold on now. How did I didn't see Scottie Pippen lock up Mars on the Bulls now. How the hell Scottie ain't got no defensive player of the year? And Mike got one now. Hold on. Yeah, Scottie was lock up though. Scottie was lock up, man. Scottie defensively was nice. Scottie thought he was gonna be in the last 10. He was featured in there though. He was featured in there. You know what I think it is, man? Like Scottie was in Mike's shadow for a lot of his life. And I think he didn't like Michael Jordan calling him selfish. Um, Scotty failed when we needed him when MJ retired. So to be truthful with you, Scotty was never what Jordan, he needed Scotty. He did. I think so he called Scotty selfish because Scotty. So this is what happens. Scotty signed a contract, and Jerry Krause told him, once we sign this contract, we cannot renegotiate it. We cannot reconstruct this deal after we sign it. He said, I don't go back and I don't restructure contracts. I don't do that. After you sign it, it's a done deal. Scotty told him okay because Scotty grew up poor in Arkansas. He really needed that money to take care of his family. He had a brother that was paralyzed. His father, I think, was paralyzed too or something like that. So he really needed the money. He signed that deal, a long-term deal, for like $1 million or something, million and something. And then Scotty started playing extremely well later on. So Scotty went to Jerry Krause saying, hey, let's talk about restructuring this deal. Jerry Krause told him, I told you, Scotty, when you first signed this deal years ago, I do not restructure contracts. It is what it is. So Scotty say, man, listen, I'm going to sit out for a minute until you get this deal fixed. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Krause say, hell no, I ain't doing that. So Mike said Scotty was being selfish by not trying to come and be with the team during like training camp and all this type of stuff. I believe this was after the chips. It was. Was it? I believe it was at least after a few chips, maybe one. I don't know. When was it? I forget exactly the timeline, but I believe they had won chips. They won chips already, yes. So Mike called Scotty selfish for not trying to be in training camp and all of that, right? And so, but see, Scotty felt like that's easy for Mike to say because Mike had endorsement deals. Mike wasn't getting paid a lot of money from the Bulls, but shoot, Mike was getting caked up from the Jordan brand deals with Nike, from doing them commercials. He had endorsements out the wazoo, as they say back in the day. Mike was the endorsement king. So it didn't matter that he wasn't getting paid as much as he probably should have been being paid from the Bulls because he was raking in money all across the place. You know what I'm saying? While Mike got to go to camp. Mike got to go to camp because he's the leader. He got to set the tone. You know what I'm saying? But Scotty was sitting out like, hey, I need to get a new deal. Jerry Krause told him, hey, I don't do that. He told Scotty, I told you when you signed the deal, that is what it is. But Scotty just signed it because I think Scotty felt like I have to sign this deal. Hey, I might not get another contract like this. When you young and early in your career, he didn't know if he was going to get hurt or nothing. And he needed to secure that bread for his family. That's why Scotty took it. Even though Jerry Krause told him, you sure you want to sign this one? You sure you want to sign it? Be sure that's what you really want to do. Because if you sign it, I don't restructure it. I think he said, man, I got to sign this deal, man, to change my family life. And I think Scotty thought Jerry Krause was going to change his mind after Jerry saw how valuable he was to the team. But literally, Jerry Krause wasn't even trying to give Mike a whole lot at first. They ended up, them last 2 years, though, Mike was making like $33 million a year. Them last 2 years, Mike was making $33 million a year. To make up for him not being, as high paid as he should have been. Who would have been a bigger crowd in the public in the 90s? Who would have drew a bigger crowd tonight? Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, or Mike Jackson? Michael Jackson, bro. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, without question. Mike, probably the most famous person to ever walk this earth besides Jesus Christ. I'm not even lying. Michael Jackson was so beloved. What's that? Y'all know that clip where Mike just stood on stage and everybody just hollering for like 10 minutes, just hollering, screaming. Mike had grown men fainting out. Michael Jackson. Passing out, fainting, like grown men. And I'm talking about heterosexual grown men, not like, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from Gary and Zero. The Negro from Gary up the street from Chicago. Man, you know Gary about 45 minutes from me. Shout out to them brothers from Gary, Indiana, man. Michael Jackson was something different, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Folks, you're right. Ain't nobody winning a popularity contest against Michael Jackson. Like, that Negro from Gary, Indiana, that was so, hey, they loved him. Michael Jackson was beloved. I'm talking about, like, listen, when you see Michael Jackson videos and you see his performances and you see when you see how they just gravitate to him, man, it's something different. Mike let me down when he got them white kids. You say he could have adopted some black kids. He could have adopted some black kids. But you know, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Yeah, I think Mike had a complex about himself too, man. As far as certain things, man. Mike acknowledged that he was black. I remember they asked him about a white man playing him. He said, "I would never want a white man to play me," right? But I do believe he had he had some stuff about his blackness that I think he needed to get fixed. Fixing his nose and stuff like that, and changing his nose. All of them went through them changing their noses and all of that. Messing up your black features. And they say, well, he had vitiligo, so he wanted to, that song, I could still cry when I hear Ben. Ben, yeah, the song about the rat. He didn't want to look like his dad. Yeah, man, Mike. I don't care what nobody says. Off the Wall, my favorite Michael Jackson album. That joint was soulful. I don't think a human being should be fanned out over the way MJ was. Yeah, I don't think it's healthy to be that fanned out. No. But I think in a time where social media was not available to us, celebrities were very inaccessible. You know what I mean? Like the mystique around these celebrities was so big because like it was no social media to keep up with their everyday life. We didn't know the end. We could only see the ins and outs of them if they did certain interviews with like MSNBC and all these different prominent news stations. You know what I mean? So yeah, he would do great things honoring black culture in the video, but then turn around, shave his nose, and cookie. Oh man. Do I watch battle rap? So I haven't watched battle rap in a while, but I watched it for sure. Athletic, I'm done with him. So I used to watch what's my man name? I used to watch back when P and them was doing it, when Sirius Jones and Murder Mook. And then I graduated to watching Hitman Holla and Arsenal and Conceited and who else I was watching? Hollow the Don and Loaded Lux. And I haven't watched I did like a Verb. I like Verb. And I remember when he did my boy he did Hitman Holla so dirty. Hey, Big Gerald, that's how you talk to your son. That was over with. When he did that line, it was over with. I said, damn, Holla. Yo, St. Louis homeboy done got you up out the way. Yeah, battle rap was it, man. Battle rap was it for real. Arsenal versus Hitman Holla, one of my favorite battles. I really love that battle. That was my introduction to Holla, though. I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. They got a new video game? Yeah, I saw the Geechee Gotti and Remy Ma. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. Like, man. Yo, MJ definitely wasn't tripping that he got lighter now. Miss A, what's going on? What Dragon? They got new Dragon Ball Z game? Yeah. Who do I think will win in the debate? Me, Dr. Umar, Hassan Campbell, Lord Jamar, Jaguar Wright, Ticket TV, Kwame Brown. Well, depending on what the debate is about. If we debate sports, I'm gonna pick me every time. Sparking Zero. Hey, so yeah, I didn't even know they had a new game. I gotta get a PS5, bro, because these games is not gonna be on this PS4 that I got. Sports Ticket don't know basketball. He just be yelling. What Ticket do be yelling? Sports and real life topics. Yeah. So they would beat me in a political debate. But you're right, real life topics, yeah. Cause I remember he got you up against all them wild. Yeah, she got me against them wild people. I remember when Ticket, and so real life issues. I remember Ticket made a video years ago, and I had to make a response. Ticket told he made a video saying that when you turn 18, a kid turn 18, they got to get up out their house. And I said, that's what's wrong with black people right there. Trying to kick your kids out prematurely before they even understand what the world is about. You don't know how to take care of yourself at 18. Mac, you're not going to like this, but watching Dragon Ball Z as a grown man is rough. So I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I only watch Dragon Ball Z. I didn't get into, only thing I liked about Dragon Ball GT was the Super Saiyan 4 transformation. I'm gonna be for real. I can't watch Super because it just kind of seems a lot more kiddie than Dragon Ball Z was. But I'm still watching Dragon Ball Z as an adult. Oh, bro, you ain't gonna like. Hold on, Joe. Let me see. DBZ is a soap opera. I had to stop. Ken, do you watch Dragon Ball Z? Hey, y'all want to know? See, I wasn't talking about you. Nah, man, I'm just saying, like, black people where I grew up wasn't waiting till 18 to throw nobody out. Hey, man, throwing people out in California is crazy, West Coast. It's too expensive for any. You 18? I don't know how the hell you live on your own in California. Not without no roommate. I don't know how the heck you do it. In New York City, too. How do you do it? It is too expensive. Yeah, it's too expensive, man. I don't know how the heck. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was popping. Or you talking about kicked out. Like he was saying, when you turn 18, you got to get the hell out of his house. Regardless, you better figure life out. And I said, now see, he doing all that hollering and yelling about that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be for real. People, a lot of times, but I know people who actually have kids that do that to their children. When you love your children, though, and you know how harsh and cruel this world is, yes, you want them to be able to understand it, learn, and adapt. You want them to like know how to stand on their own 2 feet. But when you love your children, you know how hard it is out here in this world. You will not be pushing them out your house at 18 years old, unless they're being disrespectful, and unless they are being disrespectful and just unruly to the highest degree. But at 18, like I remember I worked with a guy who told me I asked him, why did he go to the Navy? He said, I went because my dad told me I was 18 years old. It's time for me to leave. And he said to this day, he has a strained relationship with his father because of that. He said, my mom would have let me stay, but my dad told me I'm 18 and I got to get out of his house. So that's why I went to the military. To get me recorded women without his consent. Man, I remember he had some little maid or something. And he was talking crazy to the maid or something. And then he was speaking Spanish to Tigger was speaking Spanish to, I guess his lady is from over there. He was speaking some Spanish or something. He said, ticket of passport. Ticket of passport, bro, extraordinaire. Treat your kids right, or when they treat them right, and when they grow up, they will resent you to the highest degree. And so the guy that I work with, he still felt the way, like he said my dad is an a-hole. He said my dad is just an a-hole, man. And this guy was 50 years old, and this dad probably was almost 80 years old. He's like, yo, my dad's still an a-hole like that. You know, like my kids, I bring them around and all that, but he said my dad is just not a nice guy. You know, and so that's hurtful though. You know, your child, your grown son still feel like, yo, my dad's still the same a-hole he was when I was 18 years old. Ticket hiding out in the Dominican Republic. Oh man. Yeah, but I heard him say that. I'm like, man, I'm the same kind of a-hole that you can only love from a distance. Yeah, you got some people that's like that. But I knew I couldn't be like that with my children. My dad wasn't like that to me. And the reason why my dad wasn't like that was because his father was could be a very cold man. Excellent provider, but was a very cold man at times. Very. And so my father vowed when he had children, he wouldn't be like that with his kids. So he wasn't like that to us. And so in turn, I'm not like that to my kids. You know what I'm saying? I got my dad to acknowledge my existence this past weekend. It helped me. I mean, I get him and my mom hate each other. You can't say email. I mean, some people are the way they are. Doesn't mean I have to deal with it. That's my philosophy. I don't have to deal with it. I'm not laughing at you, Leo. I'm laughing at Athletic Mind says easy for Ticket to get some. It's easy for him to get some sex out there and overseas. Hey, now we finna have a real important discussion, bro. Like it's not a discussion. It's really not. It's not super important. It's not super important. But hold on, Leo. What you were saying? You say I got my dad to anonymize it. Wow, man. That's why the white out there. Yeah, probably so. Man, Leo, I'm wishing the best for you and your relationship with your father, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm wishing the best for you though, bro. For real. I don't wish no ill relationship with parental figures on anybody, man. Oh boy, you coming to abra, cadabra. I'm about to reach in my bag. That was terrible. That was terrible. I don't that Eminem song horrible. But no, so I'm gonna say this too, man. Cause my man's Athletic Mind said this. So I'm gonna say this, man. As a black man myself, when I see a black man that only wants to date outside of, like, you date outside your race, that's fine. But if a black man only dates outside of his race, I feel like really a lot of that got to do with the fact you can't really get no black woman. I don't like black woman. I feel like the black women are harder to like. You gotta have some swag about yourself to date a black woman. Anybody, like foreign girls, a lot of times they fetishize black men. You don't have to have no swag about yourself. When you talking to a lot of times talking to non-black women, they don't care how your haircut look. Your line could be back here. They don't care your shit down here. You know in order to date a black woman, you gotta come a certain way, a certain type of correct. Black woman ain't gonna just let you just be just looking like whatever, talking like whatever. Yeah, black women harder to get. You can't. That's what I'm saying. When a black dude, let me tell you something. That's why when a man, don't brag to me about how you can get women if you ain't pulling no black women. As a black man, don't ever brag to me about how you can pull women. Because if you can't pull no black women, I don't really think you can pull women like that. Because other races be easier to bag. You say you beg to differ. You better other races, I'm telling you. Some other races, all they require you to be is black. That's all. All you gotta do is they will talk to Flavor Flav. They will talk from Flavor Flav to I didn't care what I think most black women have been exposed. They don't, as long as you black, the prerequisite is you just only got to be black. Because you giving them an experience they've never had. So they don't care if damn Tyrone Hill, Popeye Jones, they don't care they don't care if you Flavor Flav, they don't care if you Sam Cassell, as long as you black. Black woman, you gotta be able to, but New York wanted, no, right. New York wanted Flav too. I'm not saying that it's black women that wouldn't talk to Flav. But what I'm saying is I've seen some fine black women dating some man dogs from that. Now that's not true. That's true. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying I'm not saying that there aren't outliers. Yes, they are. But what I'm saying is most of the time it's harder to bag a black woman than it is harder to bag women of other races. When you're a black man, black woman, you ain't gonna just be impressed with you being black. That ain't, hey man, you can't you can't just be coming any type of way. Now they other races do got they do got bad. I'm not saying that they don't got baddies in other races, but other races of women do not. First of all, they don't understand black hair. They don't understand black culture. A lot of them don't. Some of them do. So, and a lot of them fetishize black men. So they really don't. They don't care about like how you coming, as long as you black. So I'm saying, when a black man try to tell me how he can pull women, until you can pull a fine black woman, I don't know that to be true like that. You know what I'm saying? See, you talking from Chicago. Now you right. You right. I'm in Chicago, so you know I got a different experience than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't grow up with like, probably in somewhere like LA where, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, y'all grew up amongst each other and amongst different ethnicities. Yeah, so they used to black men in certain. Oh, you said you ain't grew up with neighbors with other races? Okay, got you. You said you ain't grow up. No, I didn't. I didn't. So when now you probably grew up in areas you say you different. You different. Right. I knew one black girl who like Asian. So like in California, people probably be growing up, y'all probably grew up with other races. So they be used to black men. In Chicago, let me tell you something. If I woke up, like, when I was growing up, a lot of the bad white girls be looking the same, Asian, Latinos. Yeah. So I'm being for real with y'all. Like, when a non-black woman ain't never grew up around black people, they do not be that hard to pull. If they grew up around black folks, I think it's different. You're right. If they're black, if they are women who grew up around black people, yeah. But black women that right, y'all go to school with them, all of that, right? That's different. Y'all grew up with them. A non-black girl, I went to a Latino school, K through 8, and no one liked me like that. I went to a black high school, life was different. Where you went to Nino's Heroes, Candy? Where you go to school at? Yeah, now I agree with that. If you dating a black woman, you was at Nino's Heroes over east. You know that school, Nino's Heroes? Longwood was full of Hispanics at the time. CICS Longwood. That was full of Hispanics. I ain't even know. Robert De Niro, he loved black women, yeah. All you saying Longwood was the high school. What was kindergarten? Where you go to school for kindergarten through 8th grade? Man, what? Yeah, so yeah, I think so. What I'm saying is, if a non-black woman, Diego by Clemente High School. Oh, you was over there. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, yeah. If you're a Hispanic person, I'm not Hispanic. If you are a non-black person who didn't grow up around black people, then I think those non-black women are easier to pull because they never grew up around black folks, so they just in awe of just being around black people. It ain't now if it's like non-black people, if it's a non-black woman who grew up around black folks, then they ain't gonna be easy to pull. But if your non-black girlfriend or non-black girl that you like, she's non-black and she didn't grow up around black folks, oh man, it's not gonna be that hard to get her. I know I'm a hey, I know I'm sounding, I know it's gonna sound bad when I say that. Man. You said unless you John B. Jabari, if we say we ain't independent, then we all say we all gold diggers. Oh, hey, listen, I done brought gender wars on here. Even Caribbean black women are hard to pull, Mil. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I wonder, like, I think it's millennial women in general that play hard to get these. I worked in New Mexico, and man, what you mean, well, Steven? Why you say, man? Why you say that? You was the king out there. You was like T'Challa out there in New Mexico. He was T'Challa in New Mexico. Hey, real talk, Steven, I had to look. I mean, when I first seen you, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I'm like, man, brother, look like Chadwick Boseman for a second. I don't know why I had to look in his own. But then you say you from South Carolina, right? Stephen B? Let me stop. They be like, you think all black people look alike. So now they said now I'm trying to zoom in. Mexico State Veterans Home. Okay, got you. Hopefully I can get me a Lucy Lou if I go to Japan. Lucy Lou. Colombia. Hey man, where Chadwick Boseman from? Where he from? He from Anderson, South Carolina? Is it Anderson? Ain't that a place in South Carolina? Nah, I'm being silly, but yeah, yeah, Anderson, right. I say Anderson. I'm gonna need your guy to step it up. I know you ain't talking about LeBron James, West Coast. That's what you talking about, LeBron. You know, I knew you were gonna say that. Hey man, it's the preseason, West Coast. we on cruise control right now. You know what I'm saying? The guy that played Luke Cage from Oh, Mike Coulter. Mike Coulter, yeah. Yeah, he from Columbia. Shout out to South Carolina, man. Like I told you, my boy lived in South Carolina for years. A lot of black folks in New York City, a lot of they people be from South Carolina. I like Luke Cage though, Leo. I thought Luke Cage was fire to me. You trying to see what y'all team gonna look like? Right, Frank Lucas had people from South. Yeah, a lot of black people family in New York City be from South Carolina. A lot of them do. The famous Jet Jackson. Yeah, man. Lee Thompson Young. Do blacks like Star Wars? I believe so. I never have liked Star Wars ever though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never liked Star Wars though. I've never found it interesting at all. Maybe because I was too young. I don't know. I never liked Star Wars nor Star Trek. Star Trek, Star Wars. I never got into it. But I'm sure there's a lot of black people that love Star Wars. I just was never one of them. Y'all know that Game of Thrones though. You ask me about Game of Thrones? Well, I will put all y'all on the Game of Thrones. All y'all watch Game of Thrones, your whole life gonna change. See, you're an Indian and Japanese dude? Oh, man. Got you. Gave him a role as a leading man. Didn't make him. Hey, so now I didn't like when they killed Cottonmouth, Mahershala Ali's character either. But from what I heard, Cottonmouth died like that in the in the comic books or whatever. There was always the intention for him to be gone. But I'm with you. Mahershala Ali as Cottonmouth was great in that role, Leo. I just watched all the Star Wars during COVID because of my brother-in-law, and it was okay. You watched it? Y'all, it never got. So I'm gonna tell you some stuff I never got into. I never liked Superman as a. I don't know why I never liked Superman. I never liked Superman as as a shorty. I never liked it. It's a baby Yoda on Star. See, yeah, this way outside of my knowledge. I ain't even know that. I remember my mama used to give me like, if I didn't watch Star Wars when it came out, I ain't watching it now. My mama got me the Darth Maul toy and stuff when I was little. I had no connection to them toys. Darth Maul and Yoda. I just liked the little lightsaber. That was fine. I liked that, but the Mexican women out there in New Mexico definitely. Oh yeah, no, I believe that 100%. I believe that 100%. Hey, so Pete, when I was in high school, this is the only time I ever kissed a non-black girl. It was a Mexican girl I used to be kissing on. When I was in high school, I was probably like 16 at the time. I was in this little program. I like 16, 17. I was in that program for a pharmacy program. And there was this Hispanic girl. She was from up north. And she was nice looking though. Boys be kissing on her all the time. That's the only, that's really the only like the only like intimacy I've shared with a non-black woman, to be real with you. But she was a nice looking girl though. But look, I was the first black dude she had ever talked to before. But she was liking me though. I have a Spider-Man though. Spider-Man. Spider-Man was fire. I always liked Spider-Man. I always liked Spider-Man. I ain't never liked Superman. They own us in LA County too. Hey, West Coast, I know that. I told you. My homies from California. You don't know what you meant. Stephen B, you like what you like, bro. For real. Again, she was a nice girl, Mexican girl I was talking to. She was nice, but I always been around black women, so that's naturally what I gravitated to. No, West Coast, I told you my homies from California, all of them like Hispanic girls. All of them. Or they want a girl that's like mixed with Hispanic or something. All of them do. My homies in college that went to Mississippi Valley with me, the ones from my homie from San Diego, my homie from LA. Yeah, man. No, Leo, I love Batman. I love Batman. First of all, Christian Bale's Batman. See, I'm too young for Mike. I was too young for Michael Keaton's Batman. Christian Bale's Batman felt so cool. Christian Bale's Batman felt so cool, bro. I don't know what it was, man. You say your cousin in Ventura County. Yeah. Why you look different? Different from what? When you see me at? He was great, but the Robert Pattinson dude, Lenny Kravitz's daughter, is Catwoman in it. Robert Pattinson is the dude from Twilight, right? Now, see, West Coast Wolverine, that's my favorite superhero. You fresh without a hat, bro? Nah, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get these joints to curl up. You feel me? I appreciate it, though, bro. What'd you say, Frankie? Would you forgive someone and give them another chance if they blocked you on social media and then unblocked you weeks or months later due to their misunderstanding? It depends on what the misunderstanding was. Was it something that you kind of did where you understand the misunderstanding? Where you understand how they could have misunderstood? You know what I mean? It all depends. You know? Getting the curls. I'm finna get the curl up. Like they dictated you. Like, what you say that they dictated you to. Hold on, retype that. I'm trying to see what you're trying to say. Like they dictated you to. That you caring about a block. Well, if it depends on if you really want to be with the person, right? I remember when I first started I was attempting to date my son's mother, and she blocked me for a misunderstanding. But I wanted her, so I'm like, we gonna get this understood, baby. we gonna get this understood real quick. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to get this figured out. So I like, man, listen. I'm 31, Steven. 31. So yeah, when we first was about to start dating, she blocked me over something that somebody told her. That she saw something, but it really wasn't what she thought. You know what I mean? Even that though, men don't be holding grudges for no block. Well, we can't speak for all men West Coast, but I don't really. Yeah, like especially when I feel like I understood why at the time, but she wasn't even my son's mother yet. She wasn't even my girlfriend yet, but I understood why she was like feeling away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you really want to talk to the person and you really value the person, then go ahead and talk to them. I feel like if you really value them, if you really want to talk to them, then go and talk to them. Okay, you should have known about Michael Keaton. You seen Jack Frost. Yeah, I seen Jack Frost. Steven. Man, brothers, man, listen. Hey, you be, let's say 38. 38 special. I started watching The Wire, and man, Idris Elba needs to be playing more villains. Yeah, Stringer Bell. Leo, I hated, well, I'm not gonna give away the show to you. I hated Idris Elba as Stringer Bell. He did an excellent job. Excellent job. Yeah, Michael Keaton was all Batman. I'm telling you, but Christian, I don't know, man. Christian Bale was cool. I don't know, man. That Batman Begins, the Dark Knight Rises trilogy, that whole trilogy. What? Yeah, but yeah, Idris Elba was really good at Stringer Bell. Really good. Who your favorite Joker? Heath Ledger. But see, I didn't watch Twilight Batman. Like Robert Pattinson, he still was looking like he was pale. Like he was he still looked like a vampire. I'm looking like I never saw the movie that the new Batman. But I was looking at him in the preview for the movie. I'm like, man, he still look like a vampire. Playing Bruce Wayne. But I heard the Batman was good. I heard it was good. Tim Burton made Batman good though. Now that's when he had the Penguin and the Michael. That's when that Penguin was excellent. The way he had him looking and all that. Idris said, "Don't call him black." He said that. Idris Elba said that. Oh no, man! The brothers in the UK now. What is they own? Emo being Jack White. He still looked like he was on Twilight. I'm like, man, what is going on? But no, Idris Elba, him playing Stringer Bell. What episode you on? In The Wire. Cause when he was messing with my man's baby mama on The Wire, oh man, I say, yo. Oh, so you seen him messing with D'Angelo woman? Well, no, did it happen yet? No. I don't know if you seen that episode yet, man. I don't know if you seen that one. What was the better series, Power or the OG Wire? I can't pick, bro. I can't pick. A lot of people gonna say The Wire, but OG Power was outstanding, though, bro. OG Power was phenomenal. Omari Hardwick paired with Joseph Sikora, I think was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Omari Hardwick was great as a lead. As James St. Patrick, he sold that role. He had the look. He was believable in it. Yeah. He didn't want to be looked at as a black actor. So, like, I don't like when people use that because people be like, oh, he just saying he want to be looked at as an actor. Okay, all right, but you black, though. You know what I'm saying? I hear you, but you black, though. It's kind of like when RG3 was like, I don't want to be looked at as a black quarterback. I just want to be looked at as a quarterback. But for some reason, it felt like RG3 was trying to distance himself from being black when he said it. It felt like that, and I can't explain why. It's not because he had a white wife. It wasn't that. It wasn't because RG3 had a white wife. But something about when people say that, I don't like that, Steven. Like, because I know they be trying to say, hey, yo, I'm just an actor. Don't look at me as a black actor. But I be looking like, but you black, though. Just say I'm a black actor that does a great ass. I'm a black man that's an actor, and I do a great job at acting. But it's something about when they be like, don't look at me as a black this and that. No, bro, you black. You black. So I get you, but people look at you. Don't look at my race, but race is looked at in this society, whether we like it or not, man. You know what I'm saying? It's looked at in this society, man. Whether people like it or not. Oh, man, pick up them babies, man. Pick up them babies, bro. Pick up them kids, man. I appreciate it, man. You stay blessed too, man. Go get them kids, man. Be safe on that road too. Try mentioning The Wire to Idris. Bet he dodged it. Man, he better not be trying to string a bell. I think he got mad because they wanted to be the Black James Bond and all of that. So it was controversy over him being picked as James Bond because he's black. But people gonna get, if people mad at you being a black man being James Bond, let them be mad. Don't let that distance yourself from your race and your ethnicity, your culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never hear a Japanese dude saying, well, maybe I could be wrong, Leo. You tell me. Would a Japanese actor say, "I'm not Japanese. Don't look at me as a Japanese actor. Just look at me as an actor." I don't know, but maybe when black people say that, we as black folks know how stigmatized our ethnicity is, and how people be trying to make it look like it's a hindrance for us. You know what I'm saying? And we don't like when people do that. You know what I mean? Something about it. We'd be like, what? I guess I would feel weird if someone said I'm a black analyst. I'm just an analyst, though. I mean, I hear you. But I hear you, though, Candy. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I don't. So I don't think nobody was. So here's the thing. With the case of RG3, I don't think nobody was just saying, "Hey, you only a black quarterback." They was bringing up his ethnicity because black quarterbacks were stigmatized as not being thinkers, just guys who were using athleticism. And they would bring up, like other black analysts would say, yo, he's a black man, but he's a pocket passer. He's mobile, but he's also a pocket passer. And that's why they would bring up his race. So they could say, yes, we know how stigmatized y'all try to stigmatize black quarterbacks. We know how y'all try to stigmatize black quarterbacks, but yeah, he's a black quarterback that's not just athletic. He got a cannon too. He's accurate, all of that. You know what I mean? And that's why they would bring his race up. And a lot of times it was black analysts bringing up his ethnicity to try to get rid of that stigma that black quarterbacks could only be good at being an athlete and being good at running. You know what I'm saying? So that is the only reason they would bring it up for RG3. Not, hey, look at this black quarterback. It was just, hey, here's a black man. And other black analysts would say, here's a black man that's playing a quarterback position, and he not just no athlete. I've noticed people use that to dodge questions on their views, insert important issues affecting African American. But then again, right, I mean the labels, and I'm one of the only black analysts in our IT department, so I was trying to compare it to see if I would feel. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Like Lil Wayne did. The lady brought up the Light Matter project just to get his view. Then he chose to dodge it. Right. And they bring it up because they bring it up because, again, you're a black person in society. They're going to ask black people views about things that are going on within our community. Wayne chose to dodge it because he was afraid of alienating his white fan base, non-black fan bases. In particular, he was scared about alienating fan bases who really don't care about black people. Anti-black. Because Wayne got a portion of his fan base. I don't mess with Lil Wayne. I've seen that Damon Wayans video Mac Mills posted. Yeah, so Wayne has and I'm not saying all white people anti-black. What I'm saying is that Wayne has a segment of his fan base that are non-black who are also anti-black. And Wayne cares about alienating them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, what? You taking up for black people, saying, hey, I don't think it's right that black people are getting gunned down here unjustly. That doesn't make you against white people. That doesn't make you against Asian or Caucasian, like Asian or Hispanic people. All you're saying is, hey, I don't think it's right what's happening to black folks. But Wayne was scared to stand in solidarity with black folks because he was scared of that. He thought it would alienate his white fan base. And he prioritized how his white fan base felt about him, his views, versus the safety, the livelihood, the life of black folks. And I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you can put black folks on a back burner, throw black people under the bus because you're afraid of the backlash that could come from your non-black fan base. Like, bro, what? Yeah, and he has songs like Georgia Bush that talks about racism going on in New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina. So he know racism exists in this world, but he chose to act ignorant to it because he was afraid of alienating anti-black fan bases who are anti-black. Like, why would you care about people who are anti-black not liking you? Why? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He said I would say Robin Tick on the curtain. Well, I'm gonna say this. You know, Robin was a hot singer. I guess he just chose to add it on there, but extremely ignorant. Yeah, very ignorant. Very ignorant. And Wayne is so beloved from black people love Wayne to the core. So for him to do that, it was like, what? Come on, dog, seriously? You know, but very ignorant. And I think though, but when Wayne started to kind of have a rebrand, because you remember Wayne rebranded himself as like a punker, skater type of guy. Around the Carter 3, when he started trying to be a skateboarding type of kid, that he tried to rebrand himself to that, is when he started to try to stand away from like black stuff. When he tried to rebrand as a skater, punk rocker, skater type of guy, you know? He the reason why men. Oh man, you think so? Some would say thugger. But yeah, man. But yeah, y'all. But look, y'all, man, look. I'm finna go and get off here real quick. I gotta make some phone calls real quick. I gotta call my pops back and all of that. I appreciate y'all for getting on here and rocking with me, man. Y'all rock with me tough on here. Hey, listen. If I decide to get back on here tonight, I might not. I'm gonna put it in the community tab because I found out a way. I told y'all I found out how to use the what's that thing? StreamYard, where y'all can get on and talk with me. Where y'all can get on there and talk with me on there. So I'm gonna do that. So y'all can pop on there with me. I gotta figure out how to get that going where y'all can pop in there with me. But I'm gonna do that so y'all can pop on there with me and talk with me like on y'all can get on video and talk with me. So I can holler at y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? It said Discord. Yeah. I heard about Discord. I did hear about that before. Discord too. Y'all can get on there with me and holler at me through there. We could do it like that, man. But I'm gonna holler at y'all though. All right.